All right, everyone. It is that time of the week. At least for us anyway, the weekend. But for those who are listening on YouTube, it will be on the Tuesday, excuse me. We do have some stuff to talk about and it is unfortunately more sad stuff along the way. So we at least have two people to talk about who have passed on. So that'll be for the frontline side of things. But we do have some cool stuff to talk about along the way. So yeah. So there is stuff.
Today's Pokemon is Lumbre.
Oh, Lumbre. Wow. Okay. Yeah, because we're on 271 with yours truly as always, Sean, aka Hawk525. Hope everyone's been doing good. Of course, as always, accompanied by my cohort Zawa over here. Yep. So hope I hope I got my direction right, but I'm pretty sure I do. Yes, I do. Okay. So I'm like looking at my past the live broadcast over here, so it's like a little delayed on the Twitch dashboard, but yeah, you know. Anywho,
Sorry, my Kip. I gotta throw you out the door.
Oh, me out the door. No.
Oh, where is it? Desktop.
And now we officially start the show.
Yeah.
All right. So, I mean, briefly. So let's get this out of the way, just so that we don't forget. Next week will not be a Hypecast show. So, because Zawa has this thing going on with the convention stuff, and then not to mention Godzilla will be out by then. Godzilla Kong, New Empire, that's what it's called, right? New Empire, not like Arises or something shit like that. Whatever. You know how those titles go in movies, but anyway. So the new Godzilla Kong movie is coming out. So Zawa will be checking that out, along with his convention stuff. That'll be for next week. And yes, we have Abu to talk about. We'll talk about that in a bit. So yeah, just make sure everyone knows we will not have a show for next week. We'll take a break from there, which kind of works out because I do have stuff for myself as well. So that all works out. So yeah. So yep.
He wants to finish Rebirth so he can jump.
Oh yeah, that's a part of it too. I really want to start Dragon's Dogma, but if I do that at the same time with Rebirth, that'll be a disaster. So yeah, that'll be a disaster. So we don't want to do that.
It's like that meme. I forget who was the actress, but it's the one that she has so many plates in front of her. She's like trying to eat.
No, I know who you're talking. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Here you go.
Just like
Here you go.
Okay, and you know, everyone's like handing her like all this food or whatever. But no, but like we're like eating good as gamers and geek culture stuff or nerd culture stuff, because you know Godzilla's coming out. Dragon's Dogma 2 just came out. Rebirth is still being played by people like us and stuff like that. And then some people are finishing up. So somebody put in like hundreds of hours or something, like 130 hours. So that's crazy. I gotta definitely work on that. So anyway, yeah, so let's just go right into fighting games. We definitely got that out of the way, right? So again, we'll be taking a break for next week. So please understand, we got stuff to do, so
we have lives.
Yes, we have our own thing. We got lives, but we'll be back after that. Shouldn't be a problem, shouldn't be an issue. We'll be back after that, so the week after. So anyways, meanwhile, let's talk about today's stuff. So
this battle is about to explode.
Yeah, so fighting games. We do have stuff to talk about with finally with SNK stuff. So we did have the SNK World Tour Finals, I believe, championships, and forgive me for not getting the guy's name who won the whole thing. I think it was like Lagi or something like that from Japan. It was all Japan Grand Finals. Shanghai finished third or something like that. A lot of people expected Shanghai to win that whole thing, but by the near the end, I don't know what was up, but those Japanese players, man, they're very strong. So right now, because Shanghai is a very strong KOF 15 player, or just KOF in general. He referred, I think he's referred as a god, one of the KOF gods, but very strong player, but finished third nonetheless. So not completely like a wash or anything like that, but you gotta give credit to the other Japanese players. Very, very strong. And nonetheless, Lagi, I believe, is the one who finished on top. So congrats to him, of course. But of course, we had news about Garo, City of the Wolves. So let's check that out. There was, I believe, a trailer, so we should take a look at that right here. Now this is the one with Japanese voice actings, and then the first, I think this could be a first. I'm not sure, but it has been a while, let's just say, that a KOF game, or excuse me, an SNK game has had actual English voice actors. Aside,
Is it wrong that this graphics is better than
yeah, the 15.
like, I didn't want to say it, but it's like
It does make me wish that 15 was like this, yeah.
more stylized, right?
More stylized. Yeah, this is very much like Marvel 3. Like I really like the strong shading.
I want to say like some of the animators from 3 was here.
Maybe, yeah.
But they right there was so very comic booky.
Yeah.
And I just love the after image.
Yeah. I get. And in the background, whenever you like do your supers, yeah, a lot of half tones. Yeah, the effects are really cool too.
But we gotta remember, these effects are really cool. Okay, how much hours did they spend on just like one fucking motion?
I know, right? There's T-Zoc. Totally not King of Dinosaurs.
Yeah, like,
totally not King. Shh. We don't talk about that.
He's like, teaser. Shh, shut up. King of Dinosaurs now.
There's a new character.
And guess she's an MMA.
MMA, but I think more on Muay Thai. Emphasis on Muay Thai.
Hi, Dad. I'm not your dad.
Yep.
UK of the Wolves. Coming next year.
So in Japan, I think it's called Garo, and then here it's called Fatal Fury. So I think that's the correction there. So, yeah. Anyways, new game coming out with the Fatal Fury characters, nonetheless. But yeah, I mean, we were just saying, like, the graphics are looking very stylish. And we already got a lot of things to just talk about right off the bat, especially with, how it's stylized. Like it's very much on the comic book ish side. We definitely already see like the half tones, the lines, right? When you're shading stuff, like when you look closely, like at someone like Terry, you can see the lines alongside the shading. The blacks, right? Very strong shading too. Like it's just black, right? There's no not much gradual stuff. It's just like a little bit and then black, so the contrast is very strong. You see the highlights too, like very strong highlights as well. Just like with Marvel 3, comic book kind of thing. So yeah, very much a strong reminder of Marvel 3. And it's interesting too, yeah, when you zoom in on the characters' faces and stuff like that, and just the character in general, you definitely see more of those lines as well. So was there anything else you wanted to point out for the graphics as well, just based off of like what we're seeing here?
Much more appealing.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
easy on the eyes. Because they're and like, look at the stage. You can see a lot of the lighting effects going.
I like the somewhat of this fog, the smoke kind of effect.
Yeah,
adds much more depth to it.
very what's it called? It has a good atmosphere.
The
you can
appropriate
believe this
atmosphere. Oh yes.
And when you compare it to like, KOF's
15, yeah, their stages, yeah,
15 stages.
Like it gets
either they're dark as fuck or they're bright as hell.
Yeah, there's no good in between. There's no there's no like subtle details too. I mean, it does get the job done, let's say that, but it's not as much character as right here. Like this one stage alone already has more life. It's breathing. It feels like it's breathing more life, right, for these stages alone. And then when you like see like the effects and stuff like that, like it's very, very much even more on the comic book side too. When they do their supers and maybe their big supers too, like you can see like the swipes and the transitions, and then also here, of course, the half tones, those dots, right? We call them half tones.
The comic book dots.
Yeah, comic book dots or half tones. The different colors, right? Very much. And you can even see it like when you also when you do the super, they have the outline around the character too to add a little more pop to it, right? As they're doing their sort of pose before they perform said super, man. So they definitely put more like emphasis on like the visual side of things here for some odd reason, right? And then you do see like the KOF stuff too, like when they zoom in on the characters like body, like half body up when they do their level 3 or something, I'm assuming. Yeah.
Wait, should I go back a bit? When she was doing one of her specials.
Let me see. Oh, you mean like her tornado stuff?
Yeah. Is she his daughter?
Oh, so okay. So I know where you're going with this.
Yeah,
so
referring to.
Yeah, you're referring to. So she's Joe Higashi's she is Joe Higashi's student.
Ooh.
So apprentice, if you will. She is Preacha. That's her name. Brand new character. Very interesting, I guess, right off the bat, because she's wearing glasses and has like pink blue hair kind of thing. So it's kind of like a bubblegum thing going on.
And remember, like a few not sessions, podcasts ago, how we were agreeing. Oh, actually, it was this past one. How we were agreeing, like with the Spider-Verse, you can pause it at any moment in that movie, and it looks good. Here, there are some moments like you can just pause and just enjoy what you see on the screen.
Yeah, they're definitely more frames to take away from and make them into wallpaper stuff. Yeah, no, you're right, because it's just that much more pop, right, visually. And then yes, it does have that motion blur to it, which I kind of don't mind in this case because it's kind of done right.
Like right here, like when you saw that effect, yeah, right there, that looks like a good wallpaper to have.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're absolutely right. There's a lot going on in a good way. It's not obnoxious or anything like that. I think it's just done right, tastefully. I like.
And look,
Yeah.
Look, everyone, it's following the golden ratio.
I know. Yeah, literally.
Can't escape it, everyone. If you're an artist, that shit gonna follow you to life.
Yep. So, and it's funny, like when you go back.
I like that right there. And, ooh, I like this.
Yeah, I think
It's like
every
startup.
frame of it, yeah, like you're saying, like you can definitely make something out of it, you know. I like.
Ooh. Should I go back a bit? I think I saw a G when it was made.
Oh, you're
Like,
right.
right
yeah,
there.
yeah, like a C or G or something. Yeah. Yeah. That's interesting.
See, the little like
Little
like
touches.
drop
Yeah,
bits
G
and-
for Garo, right? Like G for Garo or
like
C.
that.
Yeah.
Doing that like they seasoning there.
That little, yeah. The sprinkle on top. Right. I think she also is kind of like a nerd. I mean, I guess her glasses kind of give it away. I guess it's like supposed to be like, hey, she's a kind of a otaku kind of thing or something like that. Oh, I like her pants actually says "preach it" too. It's kind of funny. Although I do hope Joe makes it in there at some point, whether he's DLC or not, because I just like Joe. You know, that's just me. But yeah.
And also that sometimes, rarely, like the student apprentice, hits it off
Yeah.
for like some players. Like, what was it? Soul Calibur 5?
Five. It was full. It was full of those like student or kids or it was supposed to be that new generation.
New generations, and all of a sudden it just
Yeah. I mean, on top of that too, like the gameplay wasn't like exactly the best either, so that didn't help. I think also the content wasn't all there. I think anyway, if I can recall correctly. Yeah, I think there was just a lot going on that people didn't like about that game. But anyways, let's focus on to here. The characters so far is, of course, something to take away from 2. The one I'm not super familiar mostly is where is she? She had like blue hair or something like that. I think it's like it's not Hibiki, it's something else for sure. But I mean, we should talk about also like the hit sparks and stuff like that along the way though. I like the particles, the particle effects. They're kind of squarish, but it's like breaking glass. You know what I mean? And then you also got like the sakura kind of thing going on, that like the petals, almost, and then the swirls and more of that lines and stuff like that. There definitely is a lot going on for sure. Yeah, this chick right here.
in a good way.
Yeah, in a good way. In a good way. Once again, I must emphasize that. And then you have the after images, right? So it looks like they're gonna try to do kind of like what 6 is doing with the drive stuff. So they'll have some sort of like rush mechanic, canceling rush mechanic kind of thing. Roman cancels, if you will. Of course, we got mention T-Zog, of course, who totally isn't, who is not King of the Dinosaurs, right? Let me see.
But who's better? T-Zok or
Oof, man.
King of Dinosaurs or King?
Yeah, I know. I know, right? It like covers those type of animals, right? You got the fur, you got the feathers, and you got the scales, right?
kept checking off. Like,
I know. Let me see. Does the name show up for this character? Oh, okay. Oh, Hotaru. Okay, Hotaru Futaba. Okay, Futaba or Futaba. Hotaru. Okay. See, I wonder why. Yeah, it didn't show up for T-Zog, right? It doesn't. Oh no. It's Griffin Mask, but okay, but it's T-Zog. I think he's called Griffin Mask. Yeah, I think it's Griffin Mask in Japan, but here we call him T-Zog. I think. Okay, so Preacher. There you go. So her name does show up then. But yeah. So far we have Rock, Terry, Hotaru, Preacher, T-Zog, and I think that's about it. Hopefully I'm not forgetting.
I was gonna say, and that's it for the game.
Yeah, that's it for the game. That's it. That's the launch roster. That's all you gotta get. That's all you can get. There are some new moves, I think, but especially with Terry, he has like that diagonal rising tackle. So that's the only noticeable new thing I see. But I'm pretty sure, all the KOF people and all the SNK, I should say, SNK people can point out like all the little details and such. But yeah, it looks like you have some sort of like defensive mechanic as well as, of course, that offensive mechanic is on top of that. So, but yeah, it looks pretty cool. I want to say I want to get it just to try it out, and just support SNK because I think that they definitely deserve it. Even if I don't like play it for too long, I'm just happy enough to put my money into this type of stuff, But yeah, no, I definitely want to try out T-Zog though. He looks pretty fun. He just, reeks of the grappler that I tend to gravitate towards. But I would like to, go around and try out other characters as well. Maybe Preacher might be another character to pick up since I do like Joe, and she is Joe's student. She got them cyclones and everything. Was there anything else you wanted to point out? Anything you've noticed? More? You want more? Well, funny because I think at least with Mark's tweet, he does have a little more, but there were players or what do you call it? Content creators and also just like your like fighting game players were able to get a piece of that within via closed door like beta type of thing. One of them being Justin Wong, of course, and he said it's fun so far. So that already is very promising. Let me see. Is this the same thing? I think it is. I think this is just straight from the trailer. I think it is. So either way, I mean, we definitely already got a hint for sure of sorts. I like what I see. And then let me see. Is there anything else that I'm not missing or anything like that? I think we're pretty good on the coverage on this. Oh yeah, so there is going to be like a number of fighting games nowadays, like an easy mode kind of thing, but it's called smart style. Flashy specials / combos using directional inputs and single button presses. In arcade style, of course, that's the normal or like the classic mode, I should say, within Street Fighter 6 standards. And then modern controls is smart style in this case here. So I wonder how this is going to differentiate, right? If there is any differences. But this does sound like more of like an auto combo system more than what modern controls offer for Street Fighter 6, because I think Modern Controls is just offering easier inputs for special moves. I don't think they offer auto combos, if I'm not mistaken. I think this is more up the alley of like Tekken or something like that, like Tekken 8's what do you call it, like easy controls or whatever you call it in that case. Because I know Tekken 8 for sure has an auto combo system of some sort. Yeah, so they're definitely trying to like modernize themselves as well, trying to catch up on that. As like, you know, games like Street Fighter 6 sort of like popularized this trend as of right now. Yep. So yeah, I think that's about it for that. For any, I don't think there's anything else to go over. So I think from this point on, we'll probably just see like the character trailers and stuff like that, character reveals, especially at Evo Japan whenever that comes around. Which is pretty soon, I believe, right? Because I'm about to just wrap up the registration for players, I think, and we may see the numbers on that soon enough. So hopefully by the time we get back to do our Hypecast, we have time to at least mention the numbers for the registration for Evo Japan anyway. But otherwise, I mean, you know. We can only just hope that we see stuff from Evo Japan. So I'm also expecting like you know, the Akuma trailer, right? The full Akuma trailer, you know, for the gameplay stuff, right? And then maybe something from Guilty Gear. Although we do have one thing to talk about from Guilty Gear for sure coming up. So yeah, but yeah. So anyways, speaking of Guilty Gear, right? ABBA is a thing. ABBA's back, finally, right? You've been wanting to see ABBA back, right? So
yeah, because she's only been in like 2 games.
Yeah, for sure.
Glad they kept her craziness.
Yes.
So I am with some people. We kind of do miss her reddish orange hair.
Okay. Yeah.
But I'm gonna say like it's probably a alt skin color.
Yes.
Also, and everybody who don't know ABBA, that key she's holding, that's her lover.
Oh, okay.
So take it as you will.
Yeah.
Abusive relationship. And I just love how she's like talking, and she's just getting more and more crazy.
Yeah, she's like mumbling and like, yeah. Yep. Yeah, but man, coming pretty soon actually, right? From what it looks like here, March 26th. So that's not far away.
Already.
Yeah, that's like soon. Jesus.
So they did pull out a video of like her like every new character for Guilty Gears, the like how to play her.
Oh yeah, the starter guide. Yes, yeah.
Yeah, the starter guide. And it's interesting. She has 2 modes. One is her regular, and then one is her jealousy mode, which makes her faster.
Interesting.
Because in her 2 games that she was in, she is slow as fuck.
Oh, okay.
So she's not for the everyday, the every Joe player. It's like
Yeah.
It's not like you have to commit. It's like you have to actually slow down when you were playing her in the old games.
Right. In a game where there's a lot of people just like air dashing and rushing and all that stuff too. So yeah.
She's the definition of turtling. Like, full on turtling, like whack, whack, whack.
Yeah.
Whack, 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 whack. Special. Okay.
Yeah. So
And her dash, was not a dash. It was more like a hop. And it was
Yeah. Okay. I get
but
it.
in this iteration, because she has the two modes, the
Yes.
jealousy mode makes her faster, so she fucking goes zoom.
Yeah. Okay.
But it does have a meter, so it drains. Yeah.
So we can take a brief look at her kit, what she can do and such. Very briefly.
I just feel sorry for the announcer when he's reading off what what her skills are. Animation wise, I do like it.
Yeah, they definitely did a good job on her expressions for sure. Jealous rage. Okay. Oh, I see now. I'm like, I wonder if there's a price or if there's a catch to it. Okay, there's a gauge for it. Okay, so.
To put it in, not really. It's kind of the same, not really the same thing, but it's on the same basis on it. You can think of her when she switches personality is like what's her name? Terra from Soul Calibur. Like how when Terra goes into her psycho mode,
Yes.
she's stronger, and then when she's in her happy mode, she gets like more speedy and stuff.
Yes,
So it's kind of
yes,
like that
yes.
with her jealous rage.
I would say even within Guilty Gear term or and I guess in this case like Guilty Gear Strive terms, she kind of would probably be a little similar with what's his face, Zato, because he also has a gauge, and that's when you can use the his shadow or whatever. So like
Eddie,
yes, thank you. You can use Eddie, whereas here you have the gauge, and that's when you can use her jealous rage or whatever, her jealousy rage. So okay.
and it's yeah. There's a lot of ways to gain that meter fast.
Of
Either
course,
you do
yes.
just basic combos, or you do that one big special and hope it lands.
Yeah, and you can actually switch as you do certain moves too, so that's kind of cool. You don't have to like do a move and then you hit the button to switch,
No.
So that's kind of cool.
So for those who not hearing the announcer loudly, basically when she goes into jealous rage, that's when you can actually do the rush downs after she does like a certain
Right, because you're saying like she goes faster, so I imagine she can rush you down in that mode.
like that. Just go. "Rah!"
Yes,
Like,
yes.
But yeah, you still have the command.
Yeah, you have the command to swap in and out. Yes.
Which I think you only use that if you do a hard knockdown.
Yes.
Not like on the fly. 'cause
Right.
it's like,
You
it's like, what the
definitely don't
hell?
want to do that. Yeah.
Yeah, like right there. Perfect example. Of how you
Yes.
do it, knockdown.
Yes.
Besides this trailer and stuff, look at this stage. It's so vibrant and happy
Yeah, you see like the ocean.
compared to the character they're showing. It's like,
Right. Such a contrast, right? Very colorful. I like it. I like it for sure. Oh, she has like a forward moving evasive move. That's interesting.
okay, yeah, the Hole in Heat was actually her dash, just a regular dash in the old game. But now it looks like it's just a command.
Like a command dash, yeah. So that's cool.
But I just like how again expressive she is. Like she looks like she's bored, and then when she gets into her jealous rage, she's
Yes.
like, "Hey, time to kill."
Yeah.
And then her lover is like, "Oh, fucked up."
Yeah, I know. Yeah, they did a really good job with her expressions for sure, because she is one of the newer characters, so they definitely got it down at this point.
And then another tidbit for people who don't know Abba, she's a homunculus.
Oh, okay.
she's a fake human.
Yeah, artificial human. Okay.
Yeah.
All
That's
right.
why in her past 2 games iteration, her destructive what's it called? Her destroy was actually for put in Full Metal Alchemist terms is the door.
Oh, okay, okay.
Like you get the opponent gets sucked in and then the door slams.
Uh-huh.
I forgot who made her. That's the
Yeah.
the tidbit that fucking escapes my.
Right. Yeah.
Because she in past games, I believe, is like friends with Zappa, or they're not like friends, but they
They
they'll
know each other, yeah.
talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll talk to each other, but then it was like go away.
Yes. Like acquaintances, if you will. Very strong acquaintances, maybe. But yeah, I mean, visually, I mean, I'm not like too familiarized with ABBA, but visually speaking, yeah, I mean, she looks really interesting.
Yeah, she has a move that fucking grants her like invulnerability. Like she's invulnerable until the animation ends, and I'm like, hello.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, wow. Yeah.
Only in the okay. So she definitely has moves only in jealous mode. Okay. Gotcha. And then yeah, you definitely don't want to do that. Oh no, actually, it beats it. Oh, it beats it. Oh wow.
He's a beefy motherfucker.
Okay.
So it's safe.
So you definitely don't want to wake up super this bitch in rush or the jealous mode. Okay, that's actually really interesting. And then okay, we got the super. Let's see her supers.
Yeah, so that's her regular.
Mm-hmm.
So I think
Oh.
like her regular one like that before she switches is just her like get the
Get off of me.
go away.
Let me go into jealous mode. Yeah.
But when you're in
But when
jealous mode, this is where the real hits happen.
Mm-hmm. Oh, interesting. So that is her big super as well. Okay, interesting.
So this looks like the standard combo ender
Yes.
when you have enough tension.
Wow. Oh, okay. She still has another one though. Okay.
And you see the door that's
Yes. Oh, okay.
Also, it's a homing door, so you can be wherever the fuck you are and you still get hit. And then
Yeah. Doesn't do a whole lot of damage, but yeah, the utility is definitely there. And in it's like a block string. Okay.
yeah, she struggles a lot when she's in her regular form.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see how she was like looking like she was just trying to dash. No, that's her dash. She just stops.
Yeah.
So if you're good with rushdown characters and like throwing shit on screen, then yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I forgot that they made Potemkin be able to fly now. That's so funny.
Yeah, when I saw that, I was like, wow, I haven't played fucking Guilty Gear in a long time. When did he flew?
Yeah. No, that was like one of his new things. It's crazy. But he's still like not like crazy like top tier or whatever.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, I would say. But that's probably just the grappler life. Yeah. So I don't think she's gonna be like. I mean, I could definitely be wrong, but I don't think she's gonna be like crazy top tier. Like
No, she's not. I'm gonna say she's like at the cusp of becoming mid tier. She'll be low tier, but she'll be like that extra. Like if she had that extra little oomph, then she'll be like mid-tier.
Yeah, because she has stuff, but you have to go out your way to be able to do that stuff. You know what I mean?
That's the thing when I'm looking at ABBA is like I'm sorry for people who wants to play ABBA and think she'll be all fine and dandy. No, you're gonna work your ass off.
Yeah, you have to work your way. Yeah, pretty much. Unlike
to just do 10% like a 10% damage combo, you're gonna work your ass off.
Yeah, because we still have characters like Happy Chaos, and then not to mention now, what's his name, Azusa or something, the guy with the book. So
Yeah.
that man formerly. So yeah, so we got characters like them, kind of really shaking the competitive side of things, right? So. And then you still have the Saw players, and then you have the Kai players and stuff like that. So yeah.
And then every once in a while you see Potemkin, but
Well, once in a while, yeah, yes. You always want to cheer for the Potemkin player, at least in this competitive side of things. So when it comes to online, I imagine there's more Potemkins there, and then there are people who still don't know how to handle like against grapplers in general, so they just get mad at Potemkin, so yeah. I'm not sure how Elfel is shaking up the meta either, so I haven't really kept up with competitive Strive as of late, so I can definitely not say like what's kind of going on. All I know is that yes, Azusa is like pretty crazy, and then Happy Chaos has been, well, chaotic, right? Appropriate to the name.
chaotic.
Yeah.
Like and like putting like who's from easy to like please don't even try. I want to say Appa is like, go try it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, once you feel like she is not for you, it's okay to drop her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now things could change for sure. They could be like, oh yeah, but maybe we could do a little more, give her a little more wiggle room or something, and then that's when Appa's like crazy good or something. We'll see. But yeah, I even heard Johnny wasn't like that crazy either, unfortunately. Like back in like or in comparison to the past games. I think he's just kind of like just there for right now until they. Oh, Asuka, that's his name. Yeah, Asuka, not Azusa. Asuka is pretty crazy from what I've been hearing. I don't know about this Bedman. I don't know either.
Bedman?
Bedman? Yeah, Bedman. I don't know about
man who is a bed.
Yeah. Yeah. And then yeah, we should also remember that there's only one character left for season 3, so yeah, who knows if there's going to be more after.
You want to make predictions?
Predict
Returning. Let's go first. Returning or new? Like brand new character.
Brand new character. Oh man, I don't know about brand
So
new
when
character.
I say returning, I will say legacy character,
Mm-hmm.
like returning legacy character, or brand new, which you will put like new, or they appeared in Exod, like what's his name, Raven?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, like that new.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, would you say it's like a returning legacy character, or
I think
new?
this should be a returning character. Like I think I mean I want to say Slayer, but something tells me man, it's either gonna be no, well, I want to say either it's Slayer or Gem, but I feel like it's someone else, like somebody that we don't think about too much. It could be Coom, that's like one of the newer characters too. It could be Raven, right? Like you were saying.
It could be Dizzy because she's not in the game yet.
You're right.
We have her husband. We have her child.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have mom yet.
Yeah, for sure. And she's like super popular, so they're probably gonna drop it here or something. I don't know, maybe.
Unless Dizzy was the one that had to take the bullet for Bridget to come back.
Oh, maybe, right? Like, or yeah, or maybe she is going to be in the next season, so that way they can ensure that people are gonna buy that pass too.
What if it's Cliff?
Oh, you mean the guy with the huge ass sword? That'd be cool.
A few I saw. Yeah.
That would be cool.
The small little man, and he's like
small old man. Yeah, small old man with a big ass sword. Yeah, no, I mean that would be pretty cool. I would take that, right? If we're not gonna get Slayer or Jam, I want to also see what's that guy's face? The Colonel, like, or, he had like the long nose and the
Yeah,
him.
the Colonel. Yeah.
I want to see him, but they always made him the NPC, right? Like, at least in the past few games, anyway. I don't know if he was ever playable, but I know he's like a really powerful character, but they never like made him into a fighting game character. So yeah, I want to see him for sure. But yeah, because he can keep up for sure with Slayer, and Slayer is supposed to be like one of the most powerful characters in the universe, right? If he's fighting seriously. So yeah,
And not distracted by women.
yes, and not distracted by women. Yes. So yeah.
Thanks, Slayer.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. But I would say like returning character for sure. Let's just say that for me.
Yeah.
What about you?
Returning legacy character.
Mm-hmm.
Returning legacy character, definitely I want to see. Because again, he's missing. Because he was kind of like a bit of, he'll have at this point be a road warrior, if we go by legacy. Where's Venom?
Oh, you're right. Yeah, that too. Yeah.
Where's my pool table?
Mm-hmm. The pool.
Because we see him in the story.
He's in that bakery. Yeah, he's in that bakery right now.
Yeah. So where is he? I want to see him.
Yeah. I kind of would like to see some bakery references in his like kit or something, right? Whether it's in his
his pool cube is in the shape of a croissant or something.
Croissant, yeah. Yeah.
Wax it at you.
Yeah, or something, right? Like something like that for sure. Or
his win animation is like he's like, oh, is it that time? I need to get going.
Yeah.
Gotta break those breads.
I know. Oh shoot! I gotta stop the oven or something. Yeah, I gotta take out the bread or whatever.
I know he's like, did I leave the oven on?
Yeah.
He's like, damn.
Yeah, something, right? Something like that. But anyway,
if it's not Venom, I would like to see Jam.
Yeah, Jam. Yeah. Can't go wrong.
And then if it's not that, since we already have one crazy, bring in the second crazy. Bring in Zappa.
Yes, yeah, that's another character I've heard too that people want to see. Yeah, but I
just have both crazies in the game already. Well, Happy Chaos is also crazy, but he does it for fun.
Right.
Abba and Zappa Zappa is technically dead because he's possessed.
Right.
And then Abba is just crazy.
Right.
She's jealous.
I thought Zappa. Wait, you say he's dead? Or was sorry, I
He's technically dead, technically possessed, because you're technically playing as the ghost that controls him. So he's kind of like Zato / Eddie.
So I thought that was like kind of like taken care of already in Strive. Because I don't know if you played the story or if you watched the story or something. Because something happened with Zappa for sure where he's like more normalized or he's like fixed, quote unquote. I want to say it's been a while, so I'm a little foggy on that. So I don't know what's going on with Zappa. Maybe something will happen again that he'll have the old Zappa stuff back. I'm not sure. So, but yeah, seeing Zappa back will be cool or interesting as long as they make him interesting in fighting game terms. But yeah, I'm not sure what's otherwise going on with him story wise though completely. But I know he was around. I know he was there for at least what was it, Revelator I think it was, and then Strive something happened I think. Again it's very foggy. But anyways, yeah, I don't think there's really. Yeah. Go ahead.
Legacy characters, bring them back. Bring one of them back, and maybe hopefully, like they hint when they drop that legacy character. It's like, okay, we're working now for insta kills. Again,
Yeah, I know, right?
Where the hell are they?
I know.
I mean, my boyfriend's already saying that it's probably going to be in the next iteration of the game. You know, the ultimate.
The revelator of for Strive. Yeah. Super Strive. I don't know. Some sort of weird English name that the Japanese like to use for something, for fighting games anyway. Yeah, it's hard to say definitely for sure, but I think that's the route they're gonna take though. Like you know they have that reason for people to buy it, right? Oh, this one has insta kills now, so yeah, you know, if they haven't bought it already.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any other characters or anything else you can think of?
Just that, because
Yeah.
I don't want guest characters in this.
Oh, yeah. I don't
Just
think.
want,
Yeah.
I want straight up like legacy or new characters.
Yeah, for sure. I don't think this is the game to have guest characters for sure. Yeah. You know, I will say, it is funny so far, or it will be funny if this last character for this pass would be female, because Johnny is like kind of like that guy where he has the jellyfish pirates and they're all filled with women. If you don't, if for those who don't remember, so it would be funny if because you have Johnny in the front. if the last character is female, it's like it's appropriate, right? Lore appropriate, because Johnny's kind of like he has a sort of like a, I don't want to say harem or whatever, but like, you know what I mean? Like he's got like a group of female pirates or whatever going on. So yeah, it would be pretty funny on those terms or whatever, in that degree. So yeah, I would like to see that happen or be revealed at Evo Japan, hopefully, which again shouldn't be too far away. I believe it's sometime in April. If not, it is coming up. I think I guess we can take a look at that real quick here. So hold on. Evo Japan. Let me see. Okay, so it's at the end of April. Okay, so we still have some time to kind of think about some things, and we definitely should be able to check out the registration numbers by that time too. So yeah, by that time we get back. So yeah, right now though, ABBA, good to see ABBA back. Very warm welcoming. I know a lot of people have been asking for ABBA to come back. You were asking for ABBA to come back, so yeah, it kind of shows, right? But yeah, they fulfilled that wish for this game anyway, for the game that looks good still at this point. Animations still look great and stuff like that, and they did a good job with this ABBA anyway, at least visual anyway. I mean, would you say you like this ABBA design? I don't think we talked about that too much. You cool with it?
Yep.
Yeah. I guess we can take a look at ABBA herself in the wiki or something, just to kind of see, right, with her story and everything. So yes, she is a homunculus from Roscoe. Okay, so that's the name of the place. In past games anyway, or from a past game, excuse me. Let me see. I guess we can take a look at the gallery. Oh yeah, there you go. That's the classic ABBA. I do remember this design for sure. Classic. It's kind of too bad that they don't do skins, like actual skins for Guilty Gear, but there is a big reason why they don't do that. Yeah, it just costs too much time the way they did actually build the characters or rig them or whatever. So it definitely wouldn't work. But that does come with a better looking fighting game for sure, I would say, in my opinion. Yeah, Yeah, it didn't say who created her. Let me see. Okay, it just says of a scientist who lived within Frosco. At least so far, anyway. Let me see. Yeah, actually, yeah, I don't think there is a named creator for her. Anyway, so
It was the Erics. Alphonse and Edward.
Yeah. She is the result of them trying to bring their mom back. That's ABBA. That would be pretty fucking like meta or something. Like, whoa. Guilty
Like,
Gear
wow,
has.
you were Full Metal Alchemist before Full Metal Alchemist.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
That's right.
Yep. Guilty Gear has a lot to do with that would be kind of cool though if somehow Full Metal and Guilty Gear like actually were canon within that same universe somehow or something. That would be pretty rad. But anywho, let me see. I'm just trying to read the oh, that's funny though, because in Strive it says ABBA's clothes are embroidered with the name Hohenheim, because if anyone knows that name, that's the last name of the Elric brothers' dad. So yeah.
And also, it is I forget which story it was, but Hohenheim was
Yes.
in some parts very not famous, but a well-known name.
Yeah.
Alchemic world.
Yes. Let me see. Yeah, that's actually pretty funny. Oh yeah, Paracelsus, or I forget how you pronounce the name, but yeah, Paracelsus is also I believe a reference to a real name. But anyway, because but Paracelsus here is the name of the key. Yes, so I think. Yeah. So, man, that's so funny.
It's just like that facial expression is like, the fuck you said? Or,
I know.
where are we going?
Apparently, his name, his true name is Flement Nagel. I think
it's supposed to be a like when you say it like fast enough, it's supposed to kind of sound like Nicholas Flamel. Just a little,
Okay. Yeah.
like the onomatopoeia, kind of like.
Yeah. A lot of music stuff and other references as well. Yeah. So. Yep. Wait. Oh shit! Akira Kamiya is the current voice for Paracelsus. That's cool. That's Kenshiro's old voice actor from Fist of the North Star. That's actually really cool. Wow, he's still voice acting. That's great. He's like pretty up there in age. So yeah. Damn. Now I kind of want to hear him talk after this. But anyway. All right. I think that's all we can. That's all we got for ABBA. But it's definitely good to see her back. Oh yeah, let's just sneak this into here with Harada, because we're on the topic of fighting games still. Apparently his favorite manga is Bleach. So yeah, a little trivia there, straight from Harada himself. So that is a pretty.
Everyone, get your tinfoil hats ready. Get your conspiracy theory. Harada's making a Bleach fighting game.
Yeah. That would be pretty big, yeah, if the next like big Bandai fighting game is Bleach, right? And then kind of make it like maybe like fighters, right? 3v3, all that stuff.
Yeah.
But developed by somebody else, maybe. I don't know.
Or just make it 1v1.
Or 1v1, yeah. I wouldn't be opposed, because no, actually, there are fights that are multiple people, but yeah, the big fights, right? Like the huge, a lot of the big fights are 1v1 for sure. Although, yes, there are instances of multiple people fighting the one big bad guy or something, but yeah. So either way, that's pretty interesting. Yeah, Bleach of all things, yeah, is his favorite one. So, all right, last one up. Unfortunately, I hate to be the downer, right? Hate to kind of end it on this note. But it will kind of make sense as to why I put it here, kind of like in that order specifically. So we've talked about people, passing away and stuff like that. Previously with Toriyama-san or Toriyama Sensei, but now this time around it's a very well-known figure within the FGC anyway, and he went by the name of BrolyLegs. So BrolyLegs unfortunately passed away very, very recently, and kind of out of nowhere, but I'm pretty sure there is something about that, but they definitely have not made that public, and I don't think they will, nor they need to. And so basically, I believe his brother was the one who released this info, and wrote on his BrolyLegs' Twitter, if I'm not mistaken, but that's what I'm assuming. Anyway, so I'll just read the tweet of itself, not so much like the actual statement. Yeah. But it says, to the fans of BrolyLegs and the people whose lives were he touched and inspired, please take the time to share your moments and memories of this amazing person. The family wishes to continue to share his story with the world and celebrate from now till forever this amazing man. So yeah, it was definitely a huge loss, and
it's like very like you just got hit. Like as you were saying at the beginning, it's like we just lost a legend, and then we just lost another one. It's like, Jesus Christ,
I know.
2024, you're only just 3 months in.
I know, yeah, seriously, right? Damn, man. We in FGC terms, we previously we lost Flo, and then now, BrolyLegs is unfortunately another legend lost from the FGC. So BrolyLegs, I mean, do you want to start? I mean, like, what was what did you know about BrolyLegs? What was, like, your impression, all that stuff?
My impression of him was like he was a really good fighting game player. Like,
yes,
Jesus Christ.
Mm-hmm.
But on top of that, he had a big heart, and he just made everyone smile, like, win or lose. He had that that personality. Is like, you know what, I'm having fun. I don't care if I lost against him.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I think some kind of not really forget, but it kind of like just slips their mind because they're, you're in the moment, you want to win.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then just like hearing the stories of how, like BrolyLegs allowed people to like ride with him on his scooter. I forgot what it's called.
He had so BrolyLegs had a very rare condition, medical condition, and which basically he doesn't have control of his legs, and he also has like he can basically cannot he can barely control his arms, if I'm not mistaken, but so he only had pretty much his face and some control of his arms, right? And so as a fighting game player, he used his cheek, his tongue, and of course holding the controller, itself. He had to, of course he used his hand, but to actually hit the controls, hit the buttons and everything, he uses only his cheek and his tongue. So that of itself, and on top of that, when you see him play prominently with Chun-Li in Street Fighter, like wow, he, like, when you put that all together and see the results, man, it's amazing. It definitely made him like the very I said this in my tweet too, like he is like the definition of inspirational, perseverance and just determination, because it really shows you, like, even if you have these like limitations, if there's a will, there's a way, and for like the average Joe, like, thinking that, oh, they can't do this, that, or whatever, you can. It's just, you gotta put in the time, that type of stuff. And I'm sure BrolyLegs
have that determination, that drive.
Exactly, yeah. And definitely, he had a will, and he was very much willing to put his time into fighting games, and that's what he loved, and hence how he was able to overcome his condition to do all those things, right? And on top of that, from what I've gathered, he was a very kind person in real life. He was very intelligent, and also very funny and stuff like that. Even tapped into like the dark humor and stuff like that. But from also what I've heard though, like when he ever like talked about himself, he talked as if like he was so confident. He was very like I'm beating this thing. I overcame this thing, so I can get to talk about myself in this way or whatever, and not gonna even feel anything depressing about it or anything like that. So he's just like walking all over it, kind of like I think ironically wouldn't be the right term for it, but you know what I mean, like he definitely like overcame that big obstacle, and he became just such a great player all around, both technically and as a person. So it's just like things like this really does hopefully paint a good picture with the FGC anyway. I know like the FGC has its flaws and all that stuff, but hopefully stuff like this also like helps paint a good picture for it. It's just like a place of so much like inspiration and all that stuff, and the drive hopefully it provides for people, right, of the average Joes and stuff like that. This guy right here is like probably a good reason to like at least give things a try. You know what I mean? I mean, obviously fighting games aren't for everyone, but to say like, oh, I can't be good at a fighting game, but it's like, nah, man, look at this guy,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. There were times, yes, where as somebody who has these problems, right, you gotta have like the equipment, right, to get around and stuff like that. So he actually had to have a very like customized thing. It's like a table or something, and unfortunately, there was a time where people mishandled his equipment and they broke, but the FGC came together and provided different donations to be able to build another one. So like, you know, stories like that, it's like, it really goes to show like the FGC can be a great community to, you know, be with or be a part of and stuff like that. You know, it's not only, you know, provide inspiration, but like, you know, like just that huge act of kindness kind of thing too. You know, stories like this that, you know, definitely hopefully would paint a picture in that light, right? But yeah, you know, so all that stuff, right, makes this loss all the more depressing, right? It sucks. It makes it harder to kind of deal with it, right? For a lot of people anyway, because you know he's touched so many hearts, right, including of course other disabled gamers, right, like Wheels. Wheels is like also another top player, in this case like Killer Instinct. I believe he won one of the big Killer Instinct competitions or whatever. And yeah, you know, it really goes to show, right, like if there's a will, there's a way. And so somebody like BrolyLegs definitely showed that for sure, you know. It's funny, you know, kind of in a way, because his last tweet, oops, excuse me, let me go back a little bit. One of his last tweets, if not the last tweet, was just him laughing at low tier god, because low tier god, him being always the same low tier god self, he got banned for rage quitting too much in Tekken 8. And you know how Tekken 8 implemented the thing about rage quitters and stuff like that. If you do that too much, or if, you know, whatever, they actually can ban you, right, for that. So you can't play. And yeah, I mean, BrolyLegs laughed at that shit, you know, because, you know, that's the kind of person he is. He, you know, he's also like that humorous person, right? So he'll poke fun at people and stuff like that. You know, he's that all around person, right? He's all, you know, he's got a little bit of everything, and of course,
yep,
inspirational, all that stuff. So yeah, so you know, depending on how you look at it, right? He had the last laugh kind of thing, kind of, right, in a way, if you want, you know, if you want to look at it that way. Not to mention, he had a bit of beef with low tier god in a way, so you know. Again, he had a little bit of everything, so yeah. He was also coaching people, right? Like, as someone who had this sort of physical condition, he was coaching people of how to play fighting games, right? So really goes to show of how great of a player he was, despite all those obstacles, right? You know, so it really sucks to see this happen to him. And you know, I'm sure, like, I hate to, like, you know, make these assumptions, but you know, I would say, you know, like, that said medical condition that he's been dealing with, you know, I would say finally caught up to him, and that's when he passed, right? So, you know, but you know, is not to, let's just, you know, just other than that, take the time, of course, to, you know, celebrate, right, of what kind of a legacy he left behind, right? Like that impression, you know. And you know, of course, a lot of people have had their stories, you know, they share their stories, including James, of course. James Chen had same things to say about BrolyLegs, right? You know, a long time ago, he took this picture with him, you know, BrolyLegs pretending to run over James, and James is like, oh, you know?
Damn, fucking young James.
Yeah,
young James.
Yeah, it's an old picture. Yeah, if you're definitely. So, I also funny about BrolyLegs. I think he was I believe he was one of the few people, you know, him being from Texas, be a stand for Whataburger, and people have things to say about Whataburger. So
Yeah. I mean, I enjoy Whataburger sometimes, but their prices are expensive.
yeah, a lot of people have said
And
things.
things are
Yes.
things are ooh.
Yeah. Yeah, so a little funny tidbit about BrolyLegs. Like he took a stand for Whataburger. He will die on that hill for Whataburger, I guess. But yeah, I think it was Mike Ross that had a great, really funny tweet about it too. Oh yeah, here we go. So, oh wow, even Gutex took the time to, talk about BrolyLegs. Anyway, so Mike Ross said, "They say the good die young. Rest in peace, Broly. You already know I'm going to ask you to body flow for me." Because Mike Ross has he has a little bit of history with flow, good history, but it's like that rivalry kind of thing, the competitive history. Thank you for the great memories and being an inspiration to all of us, to us all. So yeah, man. So yeah, a lot of people had things to say about BrolyLegs for sure. Even like not just people within Street Fighter, but like outside of that as well. Is this the Aru? Let me see. I hope this is the Aru I'm thinking of, but let me check. Yeah, so I think this is Aru, Games Cage's girlfriend, I believe. He's also a big, a pretty prominent streamer. Not normally affiliated with like fighting game stuff, but even people like her took the time to be like, to pay respect for BrolyLegs, right? Lythero, right? For also another big streamer. But yeah, I mean, Axe from the Smash side of the community has things to say about BrolyLegs for sure. Of course, Ultra David, right? Ultra David is also somebody who is unfortunately has had some physical problems as well with his hands, but looks at somebody like BrolyLegs, for that inspiration, right? Yeah, so many people, man. F Champ, Katana Prime, Logan, Sama, Marine. We got Riddles, right? That Riddles is also from I believe the Smash side of things, if I'm not mistaken. We got some people from the fellow people from the our community chiming in. Also has one of us does have some sort of like condition as well, a rare condition. List goes on. Very prominent figure for sure within the FGC and even outside of it too. So a lot of people chimed in, a lot of people took the time. It really goes to show of how prominent the Broly was, right? How much of an impact he left to a lot of people, Again, he pretty much played games with his face. So yeah, as funny as that sounds, right? But it's definitely amazing when you see it all kind of come to play. So, all we can say now at this point is rest easy and go body flow. So yeah. go play some games with get some games in with flow and go body him. So, but yeah, rest in peace, man. So that's all I can say at this point. So, anything else you wanted to say for BrolyLegs?
No.
Yeah.
Just again, rest in peace and just have fun. Have fun up there.
Yes, for sure.
Body all people. Go play against Stan Lee.
No. Yeah. Yeah.
It's just seeing Stanley and BrolyLegs
What if
together.
what
I'm
if
gonna
Stan,
chill the
what if Stanley actually like put up a match, right? Like he actually puts up a fight in fighting games. That'd be pretty
know,
funny, right?
like Stanley's gonna be like, you know, those the anime
The old
you know,
man, yeah,
grandmasters.
the anime old
They act
man.
like they're losing. They're like, oh, now listen here, Sonny boy.
Yeah, I
It's
know,
like,
right?
oh
And
god.
then he just turns, he just taps into that serious, a little bit of the serious power, right? And then just goes at it, right? You know, hits some buttons for
I
sure.
know they really like, oh, we're gonna play Marvel too. And Stanley's like, oh, okay. I never played a fighting game. I'm gonna choose, and he choose like, you know, the low tier characters. Then all of a sudden it's like, wait, why are you kicking my ass? It's like,
Yeah, I know.
I'm just I'm just pressing buttons. No, you ain't.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Of course, I had to throw this in here too. Of course, Capcom, through their respect as well. Of course, being the company that puts out Street Fighter and stuff like that. So yeah,
Excuse me.
yeah. So not only people, but even of course, the company, pay their respects for BrolyLegs, aka Michael Philip Begum. So yeah. So again, and then of course, deepest condolences to all his family and friends, because yeah, this is definitely another huge loss, not only for the FGC, but for a lot of people as well outside of it. All right, so that is it for that. Unfortunately, let me go play this before we get into it for Frontline. There was also another big loss as well, but in this case, the artist side of things, game art specifically, and we've also unfortunately lost Mutsumi Inomata. Mutsumi Inomata-san was the artist for a lot of the JRPG games, including, of course, the Tales of series. If you noticed, right, like this stuff, right, for Tales, a lot of the Tales are, if not all of them, have come from Inomata, but she has also worked on games like Dragon Quest as well, for the art side of things anyway. So let me go ahead and bring that up once again. But yeah, I mean, as someone who has played the Tales games, at least a good number of them anyway, I of course have seen her artwork, right, for a number of these Tales games, including of course Tales of Graces, man. And if you take a look at here as well, of course, one of her early works does include Tales of Destiny and such. Let me see here. Well, I think she also drew this too, for Zelda, so that's pretty
I
cool.
think that's the manga.
Is it the manga? Okay.
I think so. It's not because I know there's different mangas of the Legend of Zelda, but I think this is like either the first iteration of the manga or one of the I don't think they're called light novels back then, but it was like something to that effect of a light novel.
I thought she just drew this for the fun of it, but it could be something else. Yeah, but it could be for something official actually. But either way, no. It's got that like that class. It's got that classic, that watercoloring and such.
Yeah, watercolor.
Yeah. You definitely see it here too.
No, I don't think it was her because it's the hair that that looks like it. I don't think she's the one that drew. Or it could be, but she was uncredited. I don't know. Remember the Outlaw Star? the ending, all those like futuristic. It's that hair. That's why. Not the
Oh,
not the flowing, but when the
yeah,
character has the short hair,
yeah,
like it looks like it.
yeah. So this is like a number of her works. You can definitely see it. You can definitely see like that signature, right? Like the coloring, especially like the face and all that stuff. Yeah, it just exudes that like that classic JRPG look to it. You know, that's another Tales character.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, just fast. Just put like all star ending pictures.
okay, hold on.
Because since you had the girl like right there,
Mm-hmm.
it might be my eyes
Playing
know,
tricks.
making fun
Ending
of me
art.
and being nostalgia. But there's like some
Oh, like this stuff?
the eyes. Yeah, the eyes are the hair sometimes.
Yeah. Okay. I definitely get
Yeah,
what you're saying here. Okay. Okay. I definitely gonna get it. Okay.
now I just want to watch fucking all those.
I know.
Just for the
Right?
ending.
I feel like I should watch that too, since I've never finished it, and it's like one of
I
those.
mean, it's short as fuck. It's
Yeah.
like less than 20 episodes.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah. I imagine it wasn't too long. It was like one of those really niche ones that was really cool.
Yeah, it was like one of those niche, and when it came on Adult Swim, it's either you're like in the middle of the season or you're at the tail end of it.
Right. Yeah. I think Toonami though, they definitely play a big part because they tend to like kind of go back and forth with like a lot of things. But anyway, back to Inomata-san's artwork though. Yeah. So you definitely get to like really see what was like the signature and stuff like that. Yeah, all this stuff is like, oh man, it's like you feel nostalgia even though you never played a lot of this stuff. I think it's just like the general like art style of the time, and then
Yeah, I bet you like when you say like what do you think of 80s, 90s, video game artwork?
Oh yeah,
Majority everyone's gonna pull this one out.
for sure. Along with like clamp stuff too. Like it kind of like, yeah, it's like that sort of genre almost within a subgenre within that art. That's also another Tales character. I recognize this character. That's from Tales of Destiny. I think Philia is her name. But anyway, yeah, dude, my God.
It's like I know of these characters, but it's not. It's kind of because I did not play some of the old games. I played the versus game. That was on the PSP.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The PSP. Yes, I remember. I never had a PSP, but I remember seeing like all the commercials for it.
There was a versus game, but it was only region.
Yes.
For Japan region.
I think I think there were multiple versus Tales of Versus games because they were so pretty popular for what they were, at least for PSP side of things. Another Tales of Destiny. Oh man. Yeah. So, great stuff. Trying to see if there's like Dragon Quest stuff in here, but I think this is one of them. This could be. But yeah, beautiful for sure in its own right. I think when even during the modern stuff, always had this style, like the watercoloring sort of style for sure. I think she was able to do it digitally too, so yeah, there is that. But just tons of classic stuff for sure. Like I wouldn't be surprised if she did Castlevania stuff. Oh, that's from oh wow, she did this is Fighting Vipers. That's like one of the classic stuff from Dreamcast, I think. Wow, I didn't even know that. Damn. I think this is also from Tales, but yeah, I could be mistaken. So yeah, Oh, that's from Tales of Berseria. I know this character. So yeah, man, lots of good stuff for sure. I'm trying to see if there's any like any recent stuff for sure. I think one of the recent stuff I can just like think of right off the top of my head is Tales of Berseria for sure. But even then, that was like long ago at this point. Oh, there we go. This is from Tales of Graces for sure. Yeah. Destiny, all that stuff.
Yeah, like, so sorry everyone. The only Tales of Versus game I kind of like know of, because I watched friends play it, was the one with Yuri.
Oh yeah. He's a very popular character. Yeah, he's from.
That's the only one I just know of, because it's like, wow, a lot of people likes this one. And look how many like different not iterations, but I guess editions of it
Yes.
throughout the year. Like that thing has more love than the other tales.
Yes. Yeah.
In my eyes. It's kind of like FF4.
Oh yeah.
So many damn
Versions of it. Yeah.
FF4.
Yeah. This is also her work as well. Like I think this is like one of the most used ones during the promotion for Berseria.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember this one for sure. So I think okay, so apparently she is a character designer as well, right? So okay, so she definitely designed a number of these characters then. Jeez. Wow. Yeah, man. Then oh man. Tales is definitely gonna be different from this point forward then, man. Jeez. But yeah. So I actually did not think she was the designer as well as the artist. So okay. Damn. So yep. That is pretty much the sort of like a summary of what her work was like, you know, how it sums up. But yeah, very prominent figure within the Tales side of things for sure, but also, you know, just like general just classic JRPG stuff for sure. Now it makes me almost want to like get an art book at this point, man. Shit. Just to have something. Fuck. Yeah, you can see this is definitely Dragon Quest stuff for sure. You know, Toriyama stuff, you know. Yeah. It sucks, man. It definitely it's just you hate to I mean, you know, I've said this many times, but you hate to see it. You definitely hate to see it. Yeah. So really not much to say else. I mean, I think her art just speaks of itself, man, of how much what was her legacy like, right? You know, with BrolyLegs, you know, play fighting games, you get to see footage of him playing, and that's his legacy. And then looking at the artwork, this is her legacy, you know. Thank you, Inomata, for all your hard work, man. You know, you created so many great characters, awesome looking characters, and expressed them in a very visually pleasing way, I say. So, you know, it exudes that classic JRPG that I'm definitely gonna miss for sure now. So, rest in peace, rest easy. Thank you. All right. That's all I can say. Was there anything you wanted to say before we move on?
Good.
Good. Okay. Alrighty, let's chug along. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention this. Of course, kind of like with Capcom for BrolyLegs. Of course, the Tales of Twitter account said it took the time to wish Inomata-san a peaceful rest and all that stuff. Yeah, obviously very grateful. As I am, and many other Tales fans. So, yeah, it goes to show, man, of how much of an impact she left in this world. Especially for gaming, man. Especially that. Alrighty, go on ahead and talk about this. So. Kind of along the lines with Toriyama-san, because as he passed away, Oda-san kind of looked at himself and was like taking the time to see if he should like really take care of himself, and he decided, yeah, I'm actually going to take just a 3-week break, just not so much because he is having some sort of health problem, but just to prevent anything else. He had surgery for his eyes a while back now, but now I don't think he has like made anything public about any sort of certain health conditions or anything like that. I don't think anyway. But he's taking a break just to take care of himself, just straight out taking care of himself, just because after taking a look at Toriyama, I think he also wants to just kind of take time to kind of get through the feel of to grieve also, right? And also just get through the loss of Toriyama, because of course, again, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but he left that impact also for a number of these manga creators, right? Who also have come out to make these like at this point, well renowned, well-known works themselves, right? With One Piece, Bleach, Naruto, those manga creators, right? And other newer manga creators who are also touched by Toriyama, right? Made their own piece, right? At this point, yeah. Anyway, so Oda wants to just take the time off. He
just wants to play it safe.
Yeah, play it safe. Yeah, not only to play it safe, but to just get through the loss, right? Because Toriyama was such a huge figure, almost kind of like a surrogate, like dad or father to them, in a way. Within that little bubble or circle or whatever, I get it. I definitely get it, man. And we'll be waiting. We'll definitely be waiting, because and we'll be waiting, and Oda will be back. Definitely be continuing to cook, right? For sure. I still have the anime to catch up on, because I haven't watched any Egghead stuff at this point. I have been keeping up with the mangas though, but yeah, I can definitely wait. I have Final Fantasy VII Rebirth to go through, so I'm good for now, man.
Hawk here can let the anime and manga cook right now.
Yeah, let it simmer, let it rest, take its break, take its time, and then whenever I am ready to come back for One Piece anime anyway, yeah, we know it's good. All right, well, hopefully, yeah, take care of yourself, Oda-san or Oda-sensei. And we'll be waiting. Take your time, man.
One Piece ain't going nowhere, literally.
Yeah, I know. I mean, kind of a mean thing to say, but at the same time, I get it. Yeah. Because
unless they throw us a freaking Kung Fu Panda.
Oh,
it's like, it's the One Piece opens the chest. It's just a mirror.
Yeah, I know. It's just like a little gold mirror thing. Like, yeah.
And everyone's like, that's it.
I've made that joke before. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's something like I don't know, man. But whatever.
What if it's Goldie Rogers actual like descendant, like his kid named One Piece?
One Piece.
Yeah.
Gosh.
But he wanted to hide it, hide the child from the world because
Yeah.
To which Luffy's like, so technically you're king of the pirates, because of lineage and stuff.
Lineage, yeah. Right.
That means I get to kick your ass and get the title, right? And it's like, no, Luffy, that's not how it works.
Right.
No, everything is solved by fighting. We can just eat.
All right. Let's go finish off this side of Frontline News anyway with a rather crazy story here to kind of end it on the rather interesting note for this bit anyway. So the headline, when you read that headline, is like, oh my, what's going on here? So the headline says, mobile game boss sentenced to death for poisoning billionaire user games founder. So yeah, this is from Dexerto, but there has been a number of other places that reported this. So apparently back in 2020, man named Zhu Yao, I'm probably getting that name wrong, but forgive me, was sentenced to death for a 2020 incident, December 2020 incident of poisoning user games founder Lin Chi. According to Shanghai First Intermediate People's Court, Zhu poisoned the food of 39-year-old Chinese founder following a dispute over how the business was being ran. Lin allegedly drank a cup of poisoned pu'er tea. Don't know how that's pronounced, but before becoming seriously ill, in which he died around 10 days later. A few days after his death, Shanghai police detained Zhu and or Shu, I think. Anyway, stated he was the main suspect of the founder's murder. Despite the incident happening 4 years ago, Shu has now been convicted by Shanghai FIPC for homicide and releasing hazardous substances, in which he was given capital punishment. A statement from Chinese court has stated that 4 other people were taken ill after taking the poisoned drinks in the office, but they did not die. In September 2020, Chinese media stated that Yuzu Games granted Netflix the right to produce an adaptation of one of the best Chinese science fiction trilogy, The 3D Body Problem. They also said that Lin was heading up the subsidiary in charge of business relating to it, and that he was executively producing the series, and co-creators of Game of Thrones, David Benioff and D.B. Weiss were the producers. So I think this is just based off of during this time, let me see. Yao, I think that's when he expressed his dislike of how Mr. Chi was running the business at the time, I think. So that's just what I'm assuming anyway. Lin Chi was believed to have the net worth around, I'm just going to say $952 million worth, or 6.8 billion yuan, or won, according to Hurun China Rich List, or Hurun, excuse me. So yeah, just based off of just that, it's like, damn, man, pretty fucking wild. Any comments?
Is this even real?
It sounds.
this
It sounds
sounds
like
like
this is. It sounds like something out of like a novel or something, right? Like, but damn.
a novel or from someone's fucked up fan art. I mean, not fan
Or
art,
fan fiction.
fanfic. Holy crap!
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
like,
Yeah. I mean, apparently, I heard that what's his face from Dawe from Hoyoverse or Mihoyo was kind of like not that it happened to him, but people were saying like somebody else was gonna do that or something like that. It's something about like assassinating or something, just because of how Genshin is right now. Like, Jesus, man, like you know, people in China, yeah, you know, are just as crazy as anyone else around the world, you know. But damn, man, shit, for a video game, you know. But here in this case, man, just because somebody didn't like how you were running business, you know, they put that poison, you know, they bring out that poison. Like, geez, you know.
I mean, way to say a statement, right?
Yeah.
Or send out a yeah.
What a way to what a way to send out that statement. Yeah, you know.
Or what was it? I don't know. What's the proverb? Sending way to send out that message.
Yeah, I know, right? Shit. What a message, right? But yeah, no, he's being sentenced to death for that, you know, if it hasn't happened already. So yeah, but yeah, so in China, man, you don't fuck around with poison, man. Or you'll be sentenced to death for that. So right off the bat. But yeah, no, apparently yeah, he also poisoned 4 other people too. So yeah, damn, 5 that's 5 altogether, right? So damn, man, that's a lot of poison. It's like, Jesus. I think though, maybe like from what it sounds like, I think he just wanted to like you were saying, like, send out a message, not so much like completely eliminate him, but make him like think, you know. No, I guess there's no way to put it, but like, you know, hey, I don't like how you're running your business, so or you shouldn't run this business this way, so, you know, luck or karma will teach you that, or something like that. And then, you know, obviously without himself, I guess, making that statement to him, I'm sure maybe he told him that and then he didn't listen, so that's why he poisoned him in the first place. If he just straight up poisoned him before he talked to him or something like that, then it's like, okay, come on, man, you know. But either way, fucked up. But probably maybe it was intentional or something. He just probably wanted to just, you know, just send out that message to let him know, like, hey, I mean, run the business this way or something, or we should do something else or something, or some, I don't know. At that point, I mean, that guy, the poisoner, should have just left. I don't know. He should have just gone somewhere else, but maybe he wanted to take over. I don't know. Maybe that's why he did it in the first place. I have no idea. Doesn't really explain like his true intentions like that, since he's already been charged, or he's already been found guilty, I believe. Or yeah, he's already been sentenced to death. So yeah, I mean, there you go. But it kind of makes me wish, what was his motivation? Well, why did he do it and all that stuff, right? You know, did he mean to kill him? You know, I don't know, but it does sound pretty fucking crazy if it is all true, right? But hearing from what was rumored around Genshin, it seems to be like a thing in China, you know, like about poison, assassinations on certain CEOs just because they don't like how you're running things. Like, just based off of that, I kind of believe the story, right? Like, I feel like this is a real story. In this case, for some reason it isn't, or somehow, but it seems to be a thing. Like, it's just at least based off of like a grain of truth to some degree, you know, since people have brought up in the past, so it's not completely like out of left field or anything like that from what it sounds like. So yeah, it's fucking crazy, you know. But yeah, anyway, so that's pretty much it on the frontline side of things. So before we get into the rest of the news, let's take this time for the bathroom break, because I actually gotta use the bathroom. So let's just take a real.
In a damn cup, boy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just throw you a cup like. Ah!
The caffeine is going right through me. So.
Ooh.
Yes. So yeah. We'll be right back. We'll try to be quick. So. All right, let me hit the be back screen.
Smack.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't mean to smack you.
All right. Hold on. Let me hit the screen.
And also, before we jump into the extra news,
Yes.
I guess I'll just, you know what, we'll make that as the what part of the game news.
Sure. What's going on here?
Sorry, I think I just fucked it up.
Okay.
Let me edit the link.
Okay, hold on. Well, that's weird. Hold on.
I mean, when you click on that damn link,
Yeah, hold on.
the what you call the caption, it's gonna give it away.
Mm-hmm. Can you check on your end if the stream is still going?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
No, I'm trying this almond cake. Yeah, it says be back soon, and we're talking.
Oh, is this that late? Okay, that's weird. That's weird. We're like that behind? Okay, wow. That's a huge ass delay. Like, I don't know what happened. Like, because previously, or not previously, when we were checking our sound like the very first time, it was like instant, like, or almost instant, like when I was like, oh yeah, testing, and then I heard myself like, oh yeah, testing, you know, at least on my end.
Previously on X-Men.
Yeah. Speaking of which, have you watched 97?
No.
Okay, I haven't watched either. Okay, I haven't watched either. Okay, it's fine.
I only seen the intro.
Okay.
And what's more dumb is that the ones that, you know, recorded the intro through Disney Plus, it has the little button of skip intro, and every comment I read was like, who the fuck skips the intro to the X-Men? Why the hell is that there? It's like, I don't know, man. I won't skip the intro. That's like an unwritten rule that you don't skip the damn intro.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm like trying to mute my thing. Okay, so anyway, so yeah. You don't do that. One does not do that with the X-Men intro. It's like one of those things, right? It's the yeah, you're saying like that unwritten rule. Almost. You don't do that. The X-Men intro is just one of the greatest TV intros of all time.
And copyright. It's like smack. I'll be like, damn.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and then that part when they're just like showing off the characters, you know, you got Storm just hitting that lightning, and then that one part with Beast, he just like jumps. He just takes off his glasses, he just jumps. It's like, all right, cool, man, that's Beast. That's what Beast does. He's smart. He's kind of strong. He's pretty strong, and then he hops around. He's like very agile. But yeah, he's very smart. All right. So our sound is still good. I just want to make sure, and nothing is muted and all that stuff. So let's get back into it. We are in the game side of things. So let me hit the sound for this one. There we go. That Wii Sports sound. So anyway, what's this over here that Zawa added here? Oh,
I know, we were just talking about returning legacy characters.
Oh, hold up! Breaking news! Breaking news for fighting games. Okay, we got breaking news.
So season 4 in development. So ignore that caption.
I know, right?
So full screen the damn things. to what?
Oh,
About?
that has to be. Oh my god, that has to be Slayer. Oh my god. Okay. I hope it is. I hope it's not just like, oh, it's Dracula or something. Count Dracula.
No, but.
Oh
Yeah.
wow. Okay. Oh wow.
So if you minimize the
thing.
the video and then scroll down, see voice lines were data mined.
Oh, okay.
And then if you scroll more down, line, because it kind of like right there.
Oh, he's wearing the outfit.
Confirms.
He's wearing the outfit. Wow. Okay.
It's like,
This is look at this guy. First off, he's like, what is that supposed to be? But he's like cross dressing. But anyway, no, the Slayer cosplay from what is it? The producer, one of the producers, right? He's like one of the production team. Yeah. Wow. All right.
So again, people, we were just talking about returning legacy characters.
Yeah. And not to mention,
and there he is.
And not to mention, yeah. Next season 3, yeah, Daredevil, yeah. So, but
So it is. It's probably is. If this doesn't confirm this is Slayer for the last slot.
I know, right? Okay. But
in the beginning of this video, it says
season 4, so we know we have another season coming, so that's really good. That's definitely good.
Maybe that's where our
insta-kill,
other legacy and insta-kills are gonna show up.
Yeah. The question is, how many slots? How many slots for season 4, right? Like, hopefully maybe 5. That's a reasonable number. You know?
I want to say 5, but I kind of want it. You know, like how we got freebies.
Mm-hmm,
like
the free update.
Legacy.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe one legacy character is the freebie,
mm-hmm.
and then the other 2 is the paid.
Yeah.
Or the other 4 is the paid.
Yeah, the other 4, yeah. Damn. Okay, so we pretty much, let's just say hopefully Slayer confirmed. Hopefully, let's not like completely hold our breath, because you never know. It could be like, oh, it's Slayer's son or Slayer's daughter or something. I don't know. That'd be such a like what?
Or it's well, it is Slayer, but it's not like Slayer from his past iteration. It's an old man Slayer, like more matured.
Yeah, something like that.
And instead of, remember, like his blocks is like this.
He just
doing this. Imagine now his blocks is just like he just whacks it out.
He just slapping.
No, not like slapping, but just like it's just one motion. Like
he's like parrying, but he's not.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he's a mature now. Like he's older Slayer, and he's just going.
Or he's blocking with his finger. He's like this with his. That'd be pretty funny.
He's drinking tea and he's
Yeah,
talking with his fingers. Like,
no, yeah, drinking tea or like wine or something. Yeah, and then
yeah.
yeah, yeah. Man, wow. Okay. Damn. We were just talking about that, man.
It's like
I almost forgot though. Yeah, the Arc Revo stuff was going on though. I almost forgot. But yeah, now that you brought this up, it's like, oh shit, yeah, you're right. That's right. The Arc Revo stuff was going on. All right, well, that was okay. I will take that.
yeah, that was something.
That was
kids.
something, yeah. Oh man, but well, what else was also something was unfortunately with Dragon's Dogma 2, you know, a lot of people have been anticipating, like myself. But unfortunately, a lot of people are taking this the wrong way and also the bad way too, because yes, there are microtransactions in Dragon's Dogma 2. More specifically, yes, all the stuff, right? You know, with the rift crystals, the wake stones, which are very important and special, and the port crystals, right? Just to name a few. And of course the character editing stuff, makeshift keys, you name it, right? A number of these like in-game items are pretty important, you know. But the thing about that is that I believe, from what I've heard anyway, is that you can get all this stuff like the wake stones, port crystals, all that stuff in game. So like I do understand the anger about, you know, the amount of these microtransactions. I think they're kind of like making it out in the wrong way though, because they believe it's like, oh, this is the only way, you know, people when they see microtransactions nowadays, you know, they want to hop on that bandwagon and be like, oh, this game sucks, this game is bad or whatever. But I think what it is just like, yeah, there's the option to buy all this stuff, but you can also earn all this stuff in game. Not especially with the character editing stuff. If you want to make changes to your character, you can hit to the sort of the barber shop and use your in-game currency to edit your character, I believe anyway. I haven't played it myself, so I can't confirm it myself, but other people have been saying that, you know, all this stuff anyway can be bought in game or can be found in game. So, but yes, the option I guess is there. If you want an easier time, then you can do this stuff, right? You can buy your way into it, right? It's like not so much pay to win, but pay for convenience is what the term I like to coin, or try to coin anyway. In this case here, did you catch wind of this?
Yeah, I caught wind of like negative comments, the microtransactions, and then when I really like watch people play it
Yes.
and stuff, yeah, you get it in game already. It's just
Yes.
This is just there for, you know, people who don't have time.
Right, don't have time, or yeah, just like whatever reasons they have. Yes, it sucks to see that they are, yes, like it is annoying to see that they are practicing this. I mean, it is Capcom, right? You know, from time to time they do this stuff, right? But you know, at the same time, you know, it's not like you can't get all this stuff. You know, you can earn this, and you just play the game. Yes, you just play the game, get all this stuff. That's it, right? There's not much to it, right? You know, on the surface, yes, yeah.
Thinking that people are you know, not misjudging, but just missing the point is that you have to be online every single time you're playing this game. There's no offline modes, you know, like how Bloodborne or, you know, the Souls
yeah, because of the pawns, yeah. So
that's it.
mm-hmm.
Like, really? That's it? And it's like, what happens if, you know, the servers crash while you're doing a boss fight?
Mm-hmm. Right.
What happens then?
Yeah, so I think also though, like, people are actually angry at the performance on PC. I think that's why it's mostly getting these negative reviews on Steam, which makes sense, right? Because Steam is the PC version, right? So I think there is where it's bad right now, quote unquote. I think it's like suboptimal or whatever for the performance side of things. So, you know, for me, I mean, I was planning to get it on PlayStation 5, so that's my plan anyway. Continue going forward with this, you know, if I get around to playing it. But yeah, I mean, you know, the game does have its sort of annoyances from what I've heard. Like you gotta have these port crystals to fast travel, and then yeah, of course, these port crystals are rare, but you know, from what people are making it out to be, is like, oh, you can only get these port crystals with the microtransactions. It's like, no, you gotta play the game. Yes, it is annoying to have to put the time into it just for these conveniences, right? You know, fast traveling, all that stuff. But you can get them in game, so you know, you don't have to be angry there. But I think most of the negative reviews is, I believe, coming from the performance rather than the microtransactions. I think the microtransactions are on top of that, but you know, for the people who are blowing this up to be like, oh man, this game, you know, blah blah blah, it's like live servicey or whatever. It's like, no, it's just there for the convenience. Yes, it is annoying. I understand. I get it, but it's not the end of the world. You can still play it. You can still do your thing without these microtransactions and all that stuff. So it's fine for the most part. Annoying, yes, but it doesn't jeopardize the game. So yeah, maybe, you know, it is a little tricky to please both sides, right? Maybe they should have been more vocal about it, right? Like the dev side of things, to say like, yes, we will have these things in the store, but you don't have to buy them in order to actually play the game. They're just there for the option, right? For your convenience. Now,
Yeah,
go ahead.
I remember, what was it? BMC4 had like the microtransaction to buy the souls.
Oh yeah, the same with 5. I think also 5. Yeah.
Like it was there.
Yes.
And people, you know, just saw it and go like, okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like that's how I felt with 5 too. 5 and 4. I was like, oh,
Mhm.
it's there just you know, for the convenience.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. It's just one of those things. Like I understand microtransactions suck because of all the other stuff that's been happening around that, right? And relating to that. But in this case, you know, you gotta do your research, man. You just can't just like snap at it and be like, oh yeah, automatic shitty game, you know, that type of stuff. You know, gotta look into it, man. You gotta check out the people who actually played it. You know, you gotta look at those streams and such. But people don't want to take the time. You know, they just want to just hate stuff. They just want to be angry and shit. You know, they just want to hop on that bandwagon, the angry mob bandwagon, and have that excuse to be mad at stuff. Mighty Keith, one of the big content creators within gaming, said that he's played like 46 hours of it, and then he found out about the microtransactions. Like he didn't even know. He didn't even know about the microtransactions. That's how the game is sort of flawless in that sense, where you don't really need to have those things from the microtransactions. Yeah, he says you have to go out your way to even know they exist. With that said, it shouldn't be in the game. Yeah, obviously, right? Like they should definitely chill out on those things, right? But just because it's there, it doesn't automatically make the game be all like, oh, live service. Oh, this is the only way to play. You gotta buy your way through the game. No. like he said, Mighty Keith says here, I think it's fine to point it out, but some of the discourse is blowing it out way out of proportion. You can legit go the whole game without even knowing there are microtransactions. To clarify, when I said you have to go out of your way in game, there is no user interface for microtransactions. So there you go. You don't even the game itself doesn't even have a dedicated menu for these things. So that really goes to show, right? Like, it really goes to show. You have to purposefully leave the game and check to see if there is microtransactions, which is why you can go the entire game without knowing microtransactions are in the game. So, yes. So, like he says, yes, it's annoying, it sucks, but you can still play the game without it. It's fine, right? So, yeah. That should kind of like relieve that pressure for Dragon's Dogma 2. So I'm going to be hopefully be getting around to that by the time I'm done with Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. So I think I should be able to, because I don't think there is going to be games for a while after Dragon's Dogma 2. I don't think, anyway. So so that's why
we're still waiting for Pragmatas. Where are you, Pragmata?
Yeah. Right.
Capcom lying.
Right. Speaking of Capcom, right? Yeah. But yeah, I'm just happy that people are saying the game itself is fun. So I have something waiting for me. So yeah. Any other comments for this situation or not?
Dragon, it's more of like some people. I mean, have you come across it in Twitter or in the grapevines that people killing off pawns to just make the game run better? Apparently, like, the game kind of slows down here and there.
Yeah, I think
you have your pawns.
Yeah, I think. Well, the first game too was like really rough, really rough. But yeah, I don't know if that's
on the PS3. So
yeah, it was a very ambitious game on the console. That was like, ugh, I mean, at this point, right? It was a very ambitious game, but it was fun. No, it was. Don't get me wrong, man.
It was fun, yeah.
Yeah, but my PS3 at the time was like, just huffing and puffing. Yeah, huffing and puffing.
I mean, yours was like dying, like it ran a marathon. Mine's turned into a fucking jet engine.
Yeah. But yeah, hopefully, I mean, not hopefully, but it sounds like it might be on the PC version, but I'm not sure. I haven't played I haven't played it, so hopefully the PS5 is not so much that, but probably there's some other issues relating to performance. But yeah, we'll see. I mean, hopefully by the time I'm done with Rebirth, there should be like a number of patch notes by then, so I'm hoping for that. So yeah. I mean, it is good sometimes to not play games right on release, but to take your time. But I understand, like, when a game comes out, it should be like mostly finished, if not like super polished. That's how it should be. But yeah.
I mean, yeah, with this day and age.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah, for sure. Okay, let's get on to the last bit for the games. Oh yeah, this is from before, so yeah, this is also relating to Dragon's Dogma. Like, this is the guy, one of the people who like blew this out of proportion, I think, when it comes to the Dragon's Dogma to MTX, let's just say. All right, so I think we're pretty much done with that. Now we can move on to movies, streaming, anime, all that fun stuff. Yep. So, funny, we do have something to talk about with Godzilla, but it'll be right at the end. But quick news regarding to a movie. We are getting Beetlejuice 2 with Michael Keaton. Like, he's back, right? Returning as Beetlejuice himself. Just a little bit of a first look. That's it. Little teaser image.
And then we do have Winona Ryder coming back as Lydia, adult Lydia.
Yes. Yep.
And then this bitch doesn't age. She's a vampire, like literally. Her mom. Well,
Yeah.
the character.
In character, yeah, the mom, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Delia. But,
Winona
Yeah,
Ryder
like,
as
she's-
Neo. It says in the comments. Yeah, they kind of. Some of them pass off as Matrix characters, but yeah. But yeah,
But Catherine O'Hara, goddamn.
yeah, I know, right?
Goddamn woman.
But yeah, I mean, I believe, you know, us kids in the 90s, right? We watched this movie, and of course the cartoon, the Beetlejuice cartoon. Goddamn, man.
That's why, like, me and my friends were making a joke. It's like, because again, Beetlejuice 2 was in development hell since the fucking like 90s.
Now finally,
And
right?
when it came,
Yeah.
and now finally, so we've just made a joke. Is like, you know, everyone coming on set. Tim Burton is like, "So Kitten, do you have the voice?" The voice. It never left. It just goes immediately into character.
Yeah. Man. This is such a weird picture. All right, anyway, so nice little return. Hopefully, you know, by the time the trailer comes out, looking pretty good, you know, sake of nostalgia, all that fun stuff.
Apparently, Willem Dafoe is casted into this movie.
Ooh, okay, this is looking pretty juicy.
Alright.
Oh, looking pretty juicy. Okay. Man came out to play.
How over the top is William Dafoe going to be in this movie?
I know, right? Like, he's gonna tap into that green goblin kind of thing.
Green Goblin.
Oh man, that'd be so cool. I'm all for it. All right. Now this one is a bit strange to me. So apparently, I think somewhere in Saudi Arabia, or let's I don't know how to pronounce his name, but Riyadh. There is going to be some sort of Dragon Ball theme park, I guess. Allegedly, let's just say for now.
Allegedly.
Yeah. Now, of course, these are all like concepts, right, of what it could look like with these images, but yeah, it looks like I don't know. Apparently, right, there's going to be some sort of Dragon Ball park, and of all places, somewhere in Saudi Arabia. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, if this is looking real, hopefully, you know, the what do you call, the community notes then stomp this all over. Let me see. Let me double check, because this is from Discussing Film. So yeah, and not some sort of like parody Twitter account, but it should be somewhere in here. It should not be deleted because we just looked at it. I'm just trying to see in the actual timeline where it's at. Damn it. It's a lot of things. Okay, so here we go. So yeah, it's right there. Oh yeah, this too. I think I put it in the doc, but yeah. Warner Brothers plans to expand their production of anime to more than 10 series per year. Like, what the fuck?
Hey, okay, good luck with that.
Yeah, that's a lot, bro. Like, what? Like, how many anime is that per season? Like, what the fuck? There's only 4 seasons. Like, you're gonna release like what? Like at least like 3? Like what?
Well, again, it's Warner Brothers. It's like, okay, with what money and how how many of those production anime are you just gonna write it off as tax?
Right? Yeah. Right. That's we're probably gonna cancel like 30% of it or something, for at least. I'm just being generous with that. But anyways, yes, we're back onto here. Apparently, it's gonna have 30 plus attractions, 5 state-of-the-art rides, and 7 theme zones. So it sounds very strange. I mean, I don't feel like, yeah, I don't know. It's so weird. Of all places too, like Saudi Arabia is very random. Like you would think it would be in Japan first, if you know, right? Like, you know what I mean? But dang, Saudi Arabia, right? Very random place. You know, not in France, not in Japan. No, Saudi Arabia. You know, not to say like, you know, like, because obviously Dragon Ball is loved around the world, right? And obviously we had that discussion about Toriyama, but you know, I just never thought a theme park with Dragon Ball would be in Saudi Arabia, right? Like, no, I don't think a lot of people did. So interesting concept shots right here, you know. Kind of help visualize and get an idea of what we're going to be seeing here. But I wonder, right?
And also,
Yeah, go ahead.
when we look at this as how long it's gonna take, it's probably like when you and me,
Yeah.
are like in our fucking
Well, in our 40s. Yeah, no, 70. Okay, oh, you want to go that far? Okay, all right.
Because look how much areas this place has.
Yeah, to make it look that good too. Yeah, not to mention, right? Yeah, you're right.
Like, I want to say alone the Shinra statue tower thing is gonna be at least 5 years.
Yeah, I know, right?
Because this is also in Saudi Arabia. You also gonna have, you know, not to sound stereotypical or don't know my geography, but you know, sandstorms and stuff. So
Right. Weather conditions, yes. Yeah. I wouldn't be sure if even half of this stuff is going to actually be finalized, you know?
Finalize.
Yeah.
Just survive like the
Right.
first, sandstorm.
Yeah, and you gotta think about like how. I mean, I like, as much as Dragon Ball is loved by a lot of people, like how many are actually going to actually make out their way to a Dragon Ball theme park and help sustain the costs and stuff like that, right? Like you gotta come up with something fresh, kind of like with what Disney does, you know. But I don't know, like how long would how long can it keep up, right, with itself and make profit and all that stuff. So I feel like though this could be the next like Fire Festival, if you remember that. Like, yeah, like, you know, we're gonna have all these celebrities, we're gonna have all this food and all the fucking DJ stuff, concerts and all this stuff, like, and you can like stay at this like all these like these great looking places while you're over on this like private island, and then like it turned out to be like a fucking disaster, and like nothing was like ever true. Like all the performers canceled, and like people were trapped. Like, you know, it was crazy, man. That documentary was like fucking crazy. You know, watching that documentary was nuts. The Fire Festival, man. So I feel I'm gonna be that guy that's it's gonna say like this is gonna be like the next Fire Festival, because I think this looks very ambitious, man. You know, especially if you want to make it look this good, you know, like Jesus. And I wouldn't be surprised if all this stuff was made with AI art. Sure. Yeah, this stuff too, like big time AI art with obviously like real people imposed to it in like Photoshop or something, added in Photoshop. Yeah, look at that. Like I don't know, man. I don't know.
Like I'm sorry. Like the building's pretty. What's inside? What is
Right.
the corpse building gonna be? Is that the gift shop?
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
Will I be able to go into fucking Bulma's room and go like touch her bed and be like, "Yep, this is where she and Vegeta made you trip."
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Oh man.
Oh, what was that one fucking? I think it was Super.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking Goku instant transmute into their room, and Bulma was like already like naked.
No,
She
yeah.
was like, "What's wrong? Girl, get the hell out of here!" Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh yeah. Man. One of the comments that says I need it in Akira Toriyama statue in the middle of the park. Yeah, kind of like with like Walt Disney, you know, that one statue. Yeah, that would make sense. Absolutely, yeah, that would make sense, right? Somebody says that's cool and all, but I'm not going to the Middle East for it. But all right, I mean, you said it like, oh damn, all right, you know.
And also, I think it's kind of like hard to get into Saudi Arabia, Dubai.
Yeah, right.
Technically hard because you're supposed to like. I think you're supposed to go through like background checks or something like that.
Yeah, this is the capital of Saudi Arabia. So yeah.
Thanks, no thanks. I'll just watch, videos of people being there and then just
Yeah.
attend them on the rides.
Yeah. I mean, the looks of it, the city of itself is pretty, yes, but to I don't know, man, to have this park built like this similar to of this scale and quality, right? That's very ambitious, man. I know there's, and with like, stuff like Disney World and stuff like that. Yeah, it's possible, but I don't know. We'll have to see. I need some real footage, to really believe it. Let me see. Oh, apparently it's not in Riyadh. It's in Qiddiya. I'm not sure how you pronounce that in Arabian, but or in Arabian terms, but
either way, it's
either way.
nice on nice on paper.
Nice on paper, but I want to see that execution, man. To see even if it's even real, or if they even try, or if because again, it could be like the next Fire Festival. And not to mention, did you hear about that story of somebody trying to do like the Willy Wonka experience thing? Yeah. And like that guy used like AI shit to like write out the stuff and to make all the artwork and all that stuff, like conceptualize it, but when you look at the reality, it's like, what the fuck is this, right? And then the kids came in with like, they got like jelly beans and something, like a couple jelly beans and something else, like that's about it.
A nightmare for all eternity,
right? And then like, of course, the creator of the event or whatever, the guy who tried to run the event, you know, came out, was like, oh, you know, like trying to make himself like a victim, but apparently he's done this before. So and he's also trying to like publicize like a number of novels that also used AI to write it for him or something. So it's like, yeah, like I understand all those comments that are being thrown at him, and it, but yeah, I know, I think the death threat thing is a little much, but
Yeah,
but
a little too much.
a little much, but like for him to try to play victim for the rest of that stuff is like, okay, you know, come on, like I don't know, man. You gotta see why people are feeling like that, you know. So I feel like this is like gonna be, you know, that sort of turnout. So I'm gonna take a stab at that sort of prediction. And hey, if it's built to almost exactly like this, if not exactly, okay, you know, hey, I'm wrong. Place looks great. If people are having fun, had a good experience, hey, there you go. Yeah, with Dragon Ball Park, great. I'm not going into it, but it's something for those people who want to go to Saudi Arabia for the Dragon Ball experience. You know. And it's not to say like, oh, you know, well, if they built one in Japan, would you go? I mean, even in Japan, I would go to Japan just for Dragon Ball, right?
It's like if they did build an area for, you know, Dragon Ball and to commemorate and remembrance for Toriyama, it's more like I would go, but you're gonna be like rolling the dice of when to go to just enter that damn.
Yes, yeah.
Because it's gonna be booked. It's gonna be filled.
Yeah, crowded.
It's gonna be like how the Miyazaki Museum is. It's like, okay, you have to, you know, find
reserve a spot.
tickets. Yeah, months in advance. And if you like screw up on you know, writing your you know, your name on the ticket, sold out, and you're like, what the fuck? So yeah,
you know, it's definitely would be one of those things, right? Because Dragon Ball is so popular, right? And of course, Japan tourism is still like, you know, booked, you know, so like overbooked, in fact. So yeah, it definitely would be pretty hard, you know, I can imagine. So yeah, I mean, but here, man, like just reading this alone, looking at the pictures and stuff like that, yeah, I mean, that sounds a lot. 30 plus attractions, not just 30 plus attractions. Like, oh, damn, okay. Well, what do you have? Like a the Frieza roller coaster, and then the Cell drop, and then the Majin Buu like spinning shit, like, you know what I mean, like. You know, yeah.
like what kind of rides or attractions? Right?
Oh, do you have the, like, you know, like what about like the you know, like the what do you call those, like, it's also like a spinning thing, but it goes like up and down, maybe like with like yeah, kind of like or with like Frieza's spaceship or something, and then like, you know, like the, you know, and then for like the Saiyan, those capsule, the pods, yeah, like would that also be like a ride too? You know,
I just had a fucking it's not a ride, but it's more like you know, those experience ride, like how it feels. There's like a section, and it's like how it feels to be needled by Cell and, you know, go through his body. I'm like, what the fuck did my mind just go into that?
Oh man,
like the entrance is his fucking tail,
oh,
and then, you know, you go into those. Like, what the fuck did I
Oh,
just
so yeah, like a, it's like
walk
so it's like a so it's like almost like an exhibit, but for sales by.
yeah, the digestive or the fucking evolution of Cell. And I'm like, the fuck did I just walk into?
Yeah. The
It's
vo-
like, you know,
the
in that part of your mind, you're just
Yes.
like, what's in this store?
yes.
Like, I didn't know I could think of that.
Yes.
It's like,
The Vor fans would love that particular attraction, right? You know. I wonder if the Vor people like Cell because of that, or like those parts when the heroes get consumed and then they and then the villains assimilate and then they become them, like with Boo and Cell almost. Because remember with Boo, like he absorbed Piccolo and Gotenks, and then he became like pretty much Super Boo, because he had like the what do you call, the vest for Gotenks. Remember that shit? And then of course when he absorbed Gohan, right? Like when he was in the Mystic Gohan form, whatever. That's when Super Boo became even more powerful and stuff like that. Like, but when what was it? Super Boo absorbed what was it, Vegito? You got to see inside, right? You got to see inside of Boo and stuff like that. So I'm wondering like if those people got a kick out of that, you know what I mean? Because they seem to be into that sort of stuff. I don't know. And plus we're winding it back to Cell, right? When he was sucking up what is it, 17, and then later on 18, right? Would that be something like you were saying, like would that be an exhibit? Like it'd be so weird. Oh man. But I thought of like the kid ear stuff, right? Or just the little things, right? Like they have like those rent the, what do you call, like those baby strollers or something, or like those themed baby strollers or something like that. It could be like themed after the Nimbus cloud that Goku rides on. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I wonder also, like, yeah, like you kind of mentioned with like the gift store, like what would be the merchandise be like? What would be like the content of it? Are they gonna be plushies or like the figures, right? Those Dragon Ball, actual like Dragon Ball figures, like the anime figures, right? Of course, T-shirts. That's easy. But what's the other stuff gonna be like? Are you gonna have like the ice cream, the what do you call, the corn dogs? What's the food gonna be like too? That's another important thing for theme parks.
the food and I was just thinking, like, your characters that walks around.
Mm-hmm.
What if you're just walking around and all of a sudden you turn around and Mr. Pope was like, "Hi."
Oh, jeez, yeah, I know, right?
He's like,
Can you
like,
imagine?
oh, God.
Yeah, can you imagine Mr. Popo? Like, I don't know, right? Like, imagine the possible backlash, right? Or just because of like just pops up and scares you, right? Or just I don't know,
Yeah.
but like yeah, well, like the mascots, like when they're in the suits or something. You got Frieza, you got Cell.
And what if, like, again, like, it's some insider area, they kind of forget, like, which is, like, official, like, dialogue and not fan dialogue.
Oh,
What if
yeah.
you hear a slip of Team 4 Stars Frieza
Yeah.
going, like, monkeys, look at all the monkeys. And you're like, it's like, wait.
Yeah. Oh my, you made ground meat out of those abs or something with those abs. It's like, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
So it's like, hold up.
And then what?
You just,
Yeah, and then with
see,
go ahead, sorry.
Goku and Vegeta, like they're stumbling, and you just hear Vegeta going like, "They always hit me in the balls. Why did they hit me?
Yeah.
I swear, if you say we hit them harder, I'm going to kick you in the balls. We hit them harder?
You know, and dare I say with TN, you know, what was it? It was fuck power levels, and then fuck Saiyans, and most of all, fuck you. It's like, wait a minute, he didn't say that.
That's not official line.
Yeah, he didn't say that. Yep.
No, the official line we're going to hear is again from Team 4-Star. I want to be a Super Saiyan. I wanna. He's just going like, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Mm-hmm.
He's like,
Yeah.
you're fine.
Yeah. You know, point being, like, how is this really gonna actually unfold? Like, how is this going to actually turn out? Right. You know, I pray to God that it's at least decent. You know, for the sake of it, because we don't want no next fire festival. But I'm pretty sure there are those people who want to see chaos and want to see the next fire festival, you know, happen. And hopefully, you know, I hope not to see, you know, a death toll of anything, you know. Yeah, because that's another thing, right? The rides, right? Like, are they gonna be safe? You know, that's a whole nother issue. You know, that's a whole nother issue. But let's just leave off of that for now. Next up, this is an anime that we both watched at some point at least. Beastars. So yes, Beastars is definitely that special sort of anime that turned out unexpectedly good, I would say, especially on Netflix. You know, CGI anime and all. And it's been hitting. I think it's had what, 2 seasons, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
So there's going to be a final season, broken into parts. So part 1 is scheduled to be this year, 2024, and then they're gonna have, I guess, I'm assuming 2025 for okay, so it's just later to be determined, I guess. So we don't know. But probably I would say early 2025, just to, like, I don't know. That's just a feeling of mine. So, yeah. I've actually been waiting for a while just for this anime to continue. So, but yeah. You know, I have you read the manga? Or okay. So you know, like, okay. So you know how it's gonna.
Yeah, I know what's gonna happen, but there's like a lot of things with the Netflix
How they
version of
how they
it deviates, but it doesn't really deviate because there were some parts in the manga that it felt like filler, but it was really filler.
Okay.
Like, it had purpose for the overall story, but when you cut it, it's like, oh, you didn't really need it.
Yeah. Whoops, dropped my keyboard. But it would just, you would say overall though, it is kind of true to the manga, right? True to the material, at least, right? At least. So, but yeah, I look forward to it. I definitely would like to get back onto the Beastar train. I think it's really good for what it is. It definitely was funny because it came out around the time when Zootopia was still popular. So, you know, people kind of like draw those like similarities together, which I totally get. Yes, for sure. But it definitely stands on its own. I think it's a very interesting story, you know, about the prey and predator and all that stuff. You know, the relationship between, you know, a wolf and a rabbit, which again was like very funny because it's very similar to, you know, Zootopia in a sense, right? Because once again, rabbit but with a fox, right? Yeah, definitely look forward to it for this year. So yeah.
And also, it's just funny. Like at the end of the whole Beastars thing,
Yeah.
it is pretty much the meme of this is my boyfriend and this is my boyfriend's boyfriend.
Yeah. I'm just kind of reading the comments here. Yeah, there are people who excited for it. Kind of goes to show of how it's hidden and stuff like that. So yep. Last one for the road for this episode today is a bit of an extra, but I wanted to throw this in here because it involves with a seiyuu or voice actor in Japan, Joji Nakata. For those who are big fans of anime, may know already, he voices Kotomine in Fate. So he's Yorokobe Shonen, that guy, the priest, the fighting melee priest, and a number of characters. I believe he also voiced Hody Jones in One Piece and many other deep voiced characters for sure. Anywho, this guy has a bank featuring Godzilla, so it's actually really cool.
You just see me over there. It's like, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't. Okay. So
Your body just fly. It's like,
yeah. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I'm pretty sure he has it, or it's his, or I mean, it could be someone else's and he's just filming it. But this is just the fact that this guy, right, Joji, at least has some sort of like or interest in Godzilla, so it's pretty cool. But the bank of itself is pretty cute. I do like it. I wish I can get my hands on it just cause, and I have plenty of coins to play around with to for Godzilla to grab. Yeah. And yes, in Japan, they use a lot of coins. They use a lot of coins. In fact, yeah, you can buy a lot of things actually. A lot of like snacks and food just with just coins. Of course, with vending machines. Besides that, but like it's actually like it's pretty common, like really common still to use coins to buy stuff, whether it be big or small. Unlike us, where we're just like using our cards, our phones to pay stuff at this point. Yeah, it's actually kind of funny because like people who think Japan always think of like the future stuff, right? Or like some sort of like futuristic stuff. Oh, they got all the vending machines and like the robots, right? And like all this stuff, and yet Japan actually like still practices these like old ways, traditional stuff, or maybe perhaps one would say archaic stuff, including the coins. So I think that's pretty funny. That still like the coins is still much used in Japan. Again, whereas here it's like not so much. People hate carrying like pennies and all that shit. Like Zawa, when you like do you like you work the register? You work the register in Home Depot?
Yes.
Do they still use coins? How often do they use like cash and coins?
How often I see fucking coins giving to me?
Yeah, given to you. Yes.
Not that often. Not that often.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Me giving back change.
Yes.
A lot.
Yeah. See that. Yeah. See that's the thing, right? Like when you give change, yeah, that's more common, right? But of course, but when they pay you the cash, yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, when they give you the cash, it's just bills, right? There's no like barely any coins. And when they do give you the coins, what kind of people are they? Like, are they old people? Are they older people? Or
yeah, they're like 40s and up.
Exactly. See,
Maybe some 30s.
Mm-hmm. But
Or
mm-hmm.
sometimes it's like the adult and then maybe that child that has that one penny that they needed.
Yeah. Like, yeah. So, yeah. Point being, like, yeah, you can definitely say like it's definitely uncommon in comparison to Japan for sure. You know. And then whenever they pull out the coins, it's like older people, like more likely to be older people. You know. So
it's either like they give just straight bills or pay with card.
Yeah, pay with card. Yeah, I can imagine that. Yeah, so I figured as much, you know. And now especially with the convenience of your phone too, yeah, that's even way less, you know, way less of a common thing for coins to be used. At this point, they're like kind of like relics, you know. You might as well call them relics. Everything will be paperless at some point. It will be all digital. It'll be like Cyberpunk, man. You know, just pay things digitally, like through your mind. You know, it's gonna be inevitable. It's gonna happen. I feel. But anyway, cute bank. I would like to have one maybe at some point, but you know. It's just funny because, you know, this came from a prolific voice actor in Japan. So it's nice to see stuff like that when people like Nakata-san express and, you know, kind of show off that, yeah, they're human also. You know, they're not just these like celebrities or whatever. They're human. They like things. And this guy happens to like the Godzilla bank, so pretty cute, I'd say. And just for let's just play it once more for the road.
Why?
Yeah. The eyes look pretty funny though, I must say.
Hello.
Yeah. It's something about the eyes. They're like completely round, you know? So I don't know. It just kind of looks definitely goofy to say the least. So, I kind of wonder, like, I wonder, I like the caption too. It says, Gojira plus 100. So because, you know, he gave him 100 yen, coin. It's kind of funny, like if you try to equivalent that in like American culture, it would be like you would have dollar coins, and that's something you rarely fucking see as a dollar coin, you know. We have quarters and pennies and dimes and nickels and all that shit, but we hardly use that shit, you know. Now, back in the day, absolutely, because of, you know, arcades and stuff, for sure, for quarters. Quarters up, you know, quarters up, man. When you're playing that fighting game, put your quarter up there, put your turn. That's how we did it, man. That's how we did it.
Yeah, and then it became well, for my arcade places, it was the card, you know, the token card.
Oh yeah. I think I've seen that too.
Which people learn quickly not to leave it up there because some idiot will just come and swipe it.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I think at this point, I think we're pretty good about like waiting in line and stuff like that, you know, because I think that when you try to put a quarter up, someone's probably gonna take it, you know. In today's standards. Let me see about if this Godzilla bank is like readily available. Let me see.
$300 million.
Oh, there's like two different. There's like different designs. Shine burning Godzilla bank. Well, this one. Well, this one's like completely orange though. Holy shit. Why is that completely orange?
I fell into a pool of orange dye.
Yeah. Orange juice. I like these eyes. Like this one like is very like kind of like not bashful, like what do you call? Like playful, I guess. Like tee, you know. But in like a weird angry way. Like tee, like it's like you're mad at happy or something.
Yeah, it's like, sorry that I sunk your boat, but not my fault.
Yeah, this one is up for $35 from this store. MoMA Design Store. Soho. Oh, this one's in New York. Okay, cool. So, yeah, all right. You can kind of make your way to buying this stuff. Yeah, that's neat. Let me check out this one though on Amazon. Let me see if it lets me click on it. That is. There we go. Let me see. Now, the eyes here. Well, the design here is very different, right? Now it's like very Americanized for sure. It's something with the eyes, man. Something about the eyes is getting me. Anyway,
It's like, he's supposed to be scary. Stop loving him.
I know, right? I'm not gonna click on it, but like just there's like a little small thumbnail. But I love how this says Godzilla Bank, but it's just a regular ass piggy bank that's just blue and has spots on it. Like, what does that have to do with Godzilla?
Like, just say you hate Godzilla.
Yeah. All right, that's enough. Being a dork about Godzilla. I think we are pretty good here. So, unless there is something else you wanted to bring up before we close up shop here.
Just want to know what's happening with this game.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. I will do my best to get through Rebirth, but there's a lot of things to distract you. And I'm making sure that Tifa's affinity is the highest. Oh, man.
Of course he is.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, so I'm like, so yeah. Every time I fire up Rebirth, I have to bring up the page of the Tifa romance guide. Just to make sure.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, you're using guides already. You didn't even beat the damn game yet.
I'm just using for Tifa, all right? Shit. I'm just making sure.
Did you use a romance guide in fucking Persona 5?
No, I definitely did not. No, I did not.
What's the difference?
Oh, there is a difference, all right. There is a difference, all right, in Persona.
You know what? I'll laugh my ass off. Somehow you forgot to get the right answer, and you don't get Tifa, but you get somebody else like Barrett.
No, I was just saying I got Barrett instead.
My man, Flip, my man.
Yeah, that would be pretty funny, actually. There is a reward if you don't if you just score poorly at all, like if you don't even do anything at all, I guess. And actually kind of interesting.
I don't care about any of you guys. It's like, well, fuck you too.
Yeah, there actually is a reward, not a reward, but you get a pretty interesting cutscene when you don't have any affinity points or whatever you call it with the playable characters, let's just say. All right.
Lonely.
Lonely. What if you get Clouds on some I don't know, some location by himself? He's just like on just playing the guitar. I don't know, singing some sort of lullaby by himself. That'd be so weird but funny. Man.
Cloud just fucking humming. What was it? I Want It That Way. But he's like crying. He's like crying
Damn.
while he strums.
Oh my god.
He's like, what the hell? Like, what's wrong with you?
No. I know, man. I mean, the game does have quite a bit of wacky moments, but I think that's also, I want to say, what happened in the original, kind of in its own way. Like I don't think it was always like serious, right? Like it had its like moments.
It had light moments more often than you thought, than you think.
Yeah. I thought, because I was going in thinking this game was gonna be like pretty fucking serious, but like as I should go along, I'm like, no, okay, no, that's not the
It's
game.
like, yeah, no.
It's like Yakuza. It's like it's got its it has serious moments, but it also has like these really fucking goofy moments.
See, now that you bring up Yakuza or like a dragon,
Yeah.
how would fucking Ichiban would react if he saw like Cloud or the gang?
I think, yeah, right. Like, it would be pretty interesting to see. Like, I would love to see some sort of crossover with Final Fantasy and Like a Dragon somehow. Don't know how it would work, but
the next, then well, I could think of it like the next, Like a Dragon. It's just you just see Ichiban playing fucking remake.
and yeah, and then just somehow make it some sort of weird crossover fanfiction-esque sort of story or something. That would be pretty funny. Cause yeah, like well, cause it's funny because with Like a Dragon or yeah, well, depending on where you're coming from, there's Yakuza 7 Like a Dragon, and then now there's just Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, because those games are turn-based with some mechanics here and there, but like gameplay wise, I think it would blend in right along, because literally they take inspiration from turn-based games like Original 7 and Dragon Quest and so on and so forth. So gameplay wise, I think it would be fun. Story wise, that's where it gets pretty wild, I feel. You know, how to make sense of it, right? It would be pretty funny. And then you have this Like a Dragon villain, and then you have Sephiroth coming together. It's like, oh man. What would that be like? And then you have
Ichiban just like fucking fanboying super hard. He's just like holding Kiryu. He's like, look, do you see that? Kiryu's like, I don't even know what this is.
I don't even know what's going on.
Is this someone that I can beat up?
Yeah. I was thinking like, what would be a nice like funny pairing as well? Like I feel like Majima and Roach can kind of get along. I would say pretty funny. And yes, I've seen the stuff with Roach in this game. It was like, oh my god, dude. The stuff with the motorcycle and that whole parade thing. I'm like, what the fuck, man? What is this game?
Sir. It's like, sir, have you taken your ADD medicine? Nope.
Nope. Yeah. Oh man.
Hojo told me that I don't need it anymore.
Yeah. Hojo. Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, no, I think you still need it.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, and then yeah. What was I gonna say? Yeah, that game is still that game is something else. I mean, Roach is a brand new character, yes?
Yeah.
For this, okay.
Yes, for the game.
Yeah, for remake and reboot.
I mean,
okay.
you could say